Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to the Countess of Shopping and Friends channel here on Amazon Live. My name is Morgan. It is so good to be back here with you guys again this evening, ready to share some amazing best home deals with you guys. If you've not been on before, make sure to say hello or say hi in the chat down below. I would love nothing more than to say hello back to you guys. If you have been on before, welcome back. It's good to see you. And I did send my welcome message in the chat just so you guys are kind of aware of what's going on today, and so you feel free or welcome to ask questions and request that I go backwards or forwards throughout the course of today's stream. So we are going to hop into it. I want to say a huge thank you to Everlasting Comfort for sponsoring today's stream. I'm so excited to be sharing some of their products with you guys, including some in-home additions, some backyard finds, and so much more. So let's jump into it. Our first deal of the day is going to come from Everlasting Comfort, and it's actually one of their throw blankets. So here it is. We love this blanket. We've actually had it now for like a year or so, I would say. It has made it between all of our rooms. It has lived in the downstairs. It has lived upstairs. Our cats have slept on it countless times. They really love it. It's super, super cozy, and I think that's just kind of part of it. And I do have a piece of fluff on my eyelash right now. Sorry, everybody. Oh my goodness. And, but it's super, super plush, and it does have like a kind of crushed velvet look to it, honestly. You can kind of see that like line design. If you ever owned anything that's like crushed velvet, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's so cozy, and the full dimensions of this one are 50 by 64 inches. So if you guys are as tall as 5'4", this can actually cover you head to toe. Isn't that kind of crazy? So it's a pretty large blanket, very cozy. It does come in a couple different colors, so let's go over those. First color, of course, the navy, which is the one that I have. There's also gray, teal, dark red, ivory, chocolate black, and arctic blue, which is like a blue and kind of gray, almost tie-dye. It's not like tie-dye, but it's like a mixed color, and they're all $35. They're normally $47. So really cute, super cozy. I mean, who doesn't need another blanket for the winter? I mean, we're always getting new blankets. It's one of my favorite things to gift is a new blanket. It's a good gift for pretty much anything, like housewarming, yeah, blanket, sure. You know, for Christmas, yeah, blanket's cold. Maybe for an expecting parent, sure, yeah, a new blanket. I love gifting new blankets to people, and this one's super, super soft. So check that out from Everlasting Comfort. There's no special washing instructions or anything like that. We literally just washed this the other day, and all we did was throw it into the washing machine, and it was good as new. Our cats have been all over it, so we needed to get the cat hair off. Anyways, we're going to move on to our next deal today, which is going to come from EF EcoFlow, and this is the Delta Max Power Station. The Delta Max Power Station is the second largest power station that EF EcoFlow produces, other than the Delta Pro, and it has roughly 2,400 watts of AC power, so it's a pretty substantial amount of power. If you guys are planning on traveling with this or using it at home in case of emergencies, I would definitely say it's a pretty good fit. It does also have that little display on the front that's going to show you your input and output watts. It's going to allow you to kind of keep track of where your different devices are charging and how much time you have left on the device as well. This does have what we call the cooler style handles. So on either side there's a little handlebar, and you kind of just carry it around like a big cooler. Cynthia, thank you so much for the follow. Let me know if you have any questions today or if there's anything I can help you out with. I feel like, Cynthia, you've been on before. Maybe, maybe not. You don't have to comment if you don't want to, but I recognize the name. The other day we had 2 Cynthias follow in one day, so maybe it was you or maybe you're our third Cynthia, but either way, welcome back. So that is the Delta Max, though. It is wonderful. It does also have 3 options for charging. You can charge in the car, you can charge with solar panels, or you can charge in your home. Of course, charging in your home using an AC outlet, like where my lamp is plugged in back there, that is going to, you know, you're going to have to pay for that electric, but it will add up over time if you are charging this quite a bit. So that's when I opt for solar charging when possible. I do have a couple of different recommendations for panels from EF EcoFlow. So if you want a more in-depth on that, you guys can let me know in the chat. But currently the Delta Max is only $1,800. Previously it was $2,100, and there is an additional coupon on the listing right now for another $300 off. So it's actually going to bring it down to $1,499, $1,500 at checkout. And I think that this one does have free delivery by as soon as the 13th of October, as late as the 19th. So as always, if you guys want a more accurate delivery estimate, make sure to click on the listing. But $600 total off right now. I mean, it's hard to complain about that. I also wanted to mention that the Delta Max, you guys, does have the what is it called? The app pairing, of course. So you are able to keep track of the charge and all that kind of stuff from within their app, okay? Our next deal of the day is going to come from Duromax. This is one of the Duromax 10,000 watt generators. 10,000 watts of power is honestly, to me, like the perfect size. Whether you have a really large open floor plan and it takes a lot to heat or cool it, or you just have a pretty standard single family home, this is going to power things like your electric water heater. If you guys have a stove that's electric, possibly your stove, your heat, and your AC, and so much more. It has over 7,100 reviews, and this one is currently retailing at around $1,200, which is pretty standard for 10,000 watts. Hey, Rob. I about froze to death last night. What's the forecast for tonight, neighbor? LOL. Let's go look, Rob. Rob, I have not done the weather forecast in quite a while. It's always for you. Let's go look. It's going to be pretty chilly, though. The nights have been dropping a ton. My computer still thinks that I'm in Connecticut, which is so annoying. Here. Okay, now it's back where I'm at. All right, let's look here. The low will be 38 tonight. So we're getting close to freezing temperatures. It's getting pretty chilly. The dew point is 36, though. So it's definitely getting cold enough for like ice to form in the mornings and for us to have a little bit of a frost. Currently, it's 50. Which is, it's pretty low for 7 o'clock at night. I bet up near you, Rob, it's even a little bit colder. So for anybody that's never been on before, Rob and I are both from Pennsylvania. We're not actually neighbors, but we'll let it slide. We'll call it neighbors for the sake of being concise. 49 degrees up near State College right now, and it'll probably drop even lower than it will near me tonight. Huh. Hey, Morgan, I'm eating dinner, so I'm going to be slow chatting. No worries, Katie. Hello. How are you? If you have a chance to respond, what have you guys been up to? LOL, temperature dropped quick. I know. Isn't that crazy? How literally, 3 weeks ago, it was like 75, 80 degrees? Isn't that wild? And now, during the day, it's like 50. You know what? I love fall because we do get those kind of mid temperatures, but every year it's hard to predict if it'll drop as quick as it does, the year before, or if it'll be a little bit longer. But this year, I completely agree. It was like a week and a half and it went from like 75 down to 50, which is wild. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. So, what have you been up to, Rob? What have you been up to the past couple weeks? Week or two, I guess, was probably the last time I saw you. So this is the 10,000 watt. It is dual fuel, which is gas or propane operable. So if you are using this in kind of a scary situation where maybe you don't have access to propane, you only have gas, thank goodness it uses both, right? Or vice versa. It also gives you some flexibility when prices change and prices fluctuate. Over the summer, our gas was probably $2 more than every gallon of propane we could get. So obviously at that time, we're going to offer propane when possible. And other times of year, it might be the exact opposite. It's really nice, though, to have the flexibility to choose, right? Katie says it was my mom's birthday yesterday and we were going to go camping last night. Then they stayed through the night, but unfortunately I had to go home last night because I wasn't feeling my best. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Katie. When sickness or just poor health, for me at least, gets in the way, that stinks so bad. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope you guys will be able to celebrate another way. I'm sure that you'll find some other way to celebrate. Man, I know it doesn't replace being able to go camping with them, but I'm sure that you guys would be able to find something. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Katie. Man. So, oh man, you guys, it's hard for me to go back after any of you guys tell me something that you're kind of, going through. So yeah, this one does have over 10,000 reviews. It also does have a wheel kit built on and a steel frame and a little handlebar kit, so you can kind of cart it around behind you. That's kind of one of the priorities I look for on a lot of generators. If they don't have a wheel kit and they don't have a little handlebar rack, I'd rather not, just because picking up a generator is not anything anybody wants to do. This one is currently $1,200. Make sure to check that out. And if you guys have questions about generators today, if you're trying to find one size-wise that works for you, price point-wise, if you're looking for a specific feature, let me know, and I probably have one that I can recommend to you that will work well. I was able to stay for at least dinner and s'mores. Good. I got to celebrate a little bit. I'm glad you got to stay for a little while then. We have had, funny story about s'mores. We bought s'mores 2 months ago when we went camping in the Huntingdon area. If Rob is still on, he's familiar. The Huntingdon and Racetown Lake area. We went camping up there in one of the state forests and we bought the stuff for s'mores, and we've had it in our camping box for 2 months. And every time we go camping, we take it with us. We always forget to use it. Yeah, Alan said, oh no, Katie, I know. That's so disappointing, Katie. I'm glad though that you got to celebrate a little bit. And hopefully you guys will be able to find something else to do together. Fingers crossed for you. LOL. Yeah, I know. We always pack it. It's like overpacking. We just overpack. We're like, yeah, we'll bring them. We'll use them this time. And then we never end up using them. I'm jealous though. We have a huge like fire pit in our backyard, and we never do bonfires either. I couldn't tell you the last time we did a bonfire and I actually remembered to use our s'more stuff. So maybe next time, right? So here is the Everlasting Comfort. This is the Cool Mist Humidifier. This is a new find I have for you guys. In the summer, obviously, I've talked extensively about how terrible the humidity is because, you know, when it's high humidity here on like a 90-degree day, it feels like 100. The real feel with humidity is anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees higher, and that's just the worst. Though in the winter, when it's really cold and dry, my hands get all crackly, and then my face gets so dry. Like I'm like slathering on moisture every night in the winter. And this is the only time of year, like right now in the fall, where I'm not like sweating a ton, or I'm not like, you know, so cold my skin is so dry. So when we do get to the time when it's a bit drier, I run a humidifier, and that does make a little bit of a difference even when we're not running our heat all the time. On top of here, you've got this little dial, and you're able to adjust the amount of mist that's coming out with this, which is kind of cool. And there's instruction for this when you get it. Then on the front here, that's going to show you where your water level's at. Obviously, I don't have water in here right now. I don't want to spill it all over myself, but if you have a 300 square foot room and you fill that up, that will be 40 hours of humidifying. And if you have like a 500 square foot room, it's going to be closer to every like 24 hours or so. So I would just top it off every day. It takes 5 seconds and you're good to go. My daughter's fall break is this week, so I'm sure I'll do something with my mom. Already? Really? Wait, do you guys do trimesters, or do you guys do semesters or marking periods out there? Out here, they do trimesters, and I swear the kids are off like once a week, every single week. It's kind of nuts, honestly. I guess your daughter did start school a lot earlier than the kids around here did, though. I remember that. Your daughter, you were saying, yeah, my daughter's already been in school for a week. And I was like, what? That's exciting, though. I mean, that you guys will be able to all spend some time together. Rob says, yeah, that's cool that you go to Racetown. A friend and I fish there in the bass boat. They have some good fishing there. They do. But we were up there. We took our stuff with us to make s'mores, and we never ever used it. There's a grocery store up there in Huntingdon. I think it's a Giant, but it might not be. And I swear, you guys, it's one of the best grocery stores I've ever been to. I know that sounds so weird, but because it's like a small town, everything you could ever need is at this grocery store. Every brand, and they pack it in. The aisles are super, super tiny, and the shelves go super high. I know that's very off topic, but side story, right? I mean, how many side stories can I fit into one stream? Like 1,000. Racetown's a good area, though. It's really pretty up there, especially in the summer, especially right now with all the colors. Oh my goodness, I bet it's gorgeous up there. Yes, true. Very, very fun. So our next deal, you guys, is from Westinghouse. This is one of the Westinghouse 3600 4650 watt generators. Definitely a little bit lower than that one from Duramax that we were just talking about, but a really great starting wattage. If you guys are looking for something that's under $500 and it's really going to pack a punch, this one here is one of my top recommendations. It's currently sitting on our garage, actually. So this is one of the gas-powered models, but if you click on the listing, some of them are gas-powered, some of them are propane-powered. You got a lot of flexibility. 3,400 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. This one was previously $379. Right now it's going to be $349 for the Westinghouse, okay? It is a steel frame, and then also you've got some of them that have wheel kits built onto them. Some of them have the handlebars, some do not. Some of them have a carbon monoxide sensor, some do not. And I know that it can be really overwhelming and really confusing. So if you need help looking for the specific model with this feature and this feature, let me know and I can direct you guys that way. But like I said, some have wheels, some do not. Some have handlebars, some have carbon monoxide sensors. Some of them are dual fuel, which means you can power them using gas or propane. So there's a lot to choose from, and I would love to help you guys find one that's going to work best for you. The current listing, which is the base model, is only $349 right now, you guys. So $350, a much lower investment than some of these super large generators you'll see on the market. And also, honestly, you guys, for $350, if you do like a monthly payment plan, you put down a little over 100 a month, you know, you've got it paid off in basically 3 months. It's a lot quicker than one of the like $1,000 or $2,000 generators that takes you a year or longer to pay it off if you do a payment plan or something of that sort. So I love this one. I think it's a good value. It should work for most people with single family homes for like your basic big appliances like your water heater, your heat and electric, that kind of stuff. Okay. Moving on, something super fun. If you guys can tell me, some of our regular friends, what was one of my first jobs? Hint, hint. You guys get the A for the day. But when we were looking for an at-home espresso machine, I looked for a long time to try to find one that I really loved. Breville has kind of bought up a couple of the smaller companies in the like coffee espresso machine market, and I love their new line, the Express line and the Touch line. So they have the Barista Express and the Barista Touch, and the Touches are the ones that have that little screen on the front where you can actually click cappuccino or like latte or macchiato, and it kind of works you through the steps, and it's almost all automated. There's really only a few things you actually have to do physically. So that's kind of an in-between of like an espresso or a Keurig and an actual espresso machine like this one, where you are grinding the beans and you're tamping the stopper there and you're pulling the shot and you're making the latte, like all that kind of stuff. But I like everything that goes into making a good cup of coffee, making a good latte. So I really like the style of this one. I like that it's a little bit more hands-on. There's something really special about having friends or family over and being able to make them a good cup of coffee, and I really enjoy the style of this one. It does also have a little steaming wand on the side here. You can see it down there, and that little dial there also controls the steaming wand, so you're able to kind of play around with it and figure out what, you know, level of froth or what level of heat you're needed to make the kind of latte you want. You're able to play around with the grind size a little bit of the beans, and then that changes the flavor of the shot, and it changes the bitterness, and it changes all these different things. So I really enjoy it. It does have a built-in tamping system. That little spot right there, that's where the beans come out, and then on the end there, that's the tamper. And that's pretty much it. It's really, really easy to use. It takes a little while. Like, it takes a little bit of a learning curve, I would say, if you've never done anything with like a full-size espresso machine. But other than that, you guys, it's great. It is available in the stainless steel and also the matte black, so you guys can choose between the two of those. The matte black currently is only $10 more. So if you really like the matte black, I would just say go for it. It's not going to make a huge difference, okay? So check it out. This one is currently available with free Prime delivery as well as soon as the 12th where I live. But as always, if you guys want a more accurate delivery estimate, make sure to click on the listing, okay? Moving on to our next deal of the day. This is going to come from Everlasting Comfort. Yay. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have to show you guys this. I had a horrible, horrible, horrible red-eye flight in recent time, you guys. And never again. I have sworn off red-eye flights if I don't have a neck pillow. So I want to show you guys this one from Everlasting Comfort. And this is one of the ones that comes with the eye patch and the earplugs. Yes, you guys heard me correctly. Comes with an eye patch and earplugs, and it comes with a little dust bag. So let me show you guys, first of all, eye patch. Hello. It fits most people. Fits me pretty nicely. It does have a little Velcro on the back. I could wear it like a headband if I want to. And this one has a pretty wide Velcro. I'll show you guys. So you've got a lot of room there to kind of play around with the tightness of it. I don't know if it would fit. I don't think it would fit kids unless maybe you tied like a little knot in the back. But it's super, super comfy. It does have a bit of padding here that you can kind of see. A little bit of padding, nothing crazy. So eye cover. And here I'll pull out my actual neck rest or my actual pillow. Hold on, you guys. I wonder where I put my earplugs. I must have taken them out. I don't know where in the world I put them. But it does come with earplugs, I promise you guys. So here it is. Oh, here they are. I thought that I lost them. I'll show you guys in a second. So here it is. Super nice, super cozy. So I have the gray, obviously. And then this little guy here, this is how you adjust it. And you can loosen it by squeezing and pulling this upwards. And then I can put it on. And it is super, super comfy. Super nice, right? I'm going to mess up my hair now. This also does tie as well in the front. So when you've got it on in a position you like, all you have to do is squeeze it and tighten it. How nice is that? So now it's not going to slip off. I've never seen a neck pillow with like a little tie before. And then also what's nice about this is if you don't want to bring the dust bag, which the dust bag does have a tie anyways, but if you don't want to bring the dust bag, you can just tie this to like the side of your bag, your suitcase, backpack, wherever. You don't actually have to hold it. That's so nice. I hate having to hold stuff in the airport. I'm always juggling everything, and then I drop something, or I put something, this is even worse, or I put something down, in the on like a table or something because I'm like struggling and I leave it there. I forget it there. I'm the worst with that. I do it in like grocery stores all the time with my phone. I'll be looking at something on the shelf, like I'll pull something down to look at the ingredients. I'll set my phone down and I'll forget it there. I do it all the time. So I like that you can just tie this up. I have that kind of like that, except it airs up to stretch your neck. To stretch your neck. Oh, I see what you're saying. So like the one that you pump up, Alan, is that what you mean? This one has like design-wise, so you guys can tell right here, it kind of goes like down, obviously, and then it comes, there's like a little notch there for you to put your ears, because that's where your ears would hit. And then in the back, it's got like another little concave bit. I just like the shape of it a lot. And you can also flip it upside down, so that would be where your shoulders go, and then this is like your back, and then this is at the front. So you can flip it either way, whichever way is comfortable. It's also so soft. Honestly, you guys, this is softer than most of my actual pillows, not gonna lie. And then on the side here, I forgot to show you guys this. On the side, this is a pocket. Look at that, you guys. That's a little pocket. So you could put like whatever you want in there, I guess, if you have something you need to keep in there. But you also get earplugs that you fit in there. I'll show you guys. Uno momento, everybody. I can never get these open. That's simply human error, though. That's not them. That's just me. Here you are. Look. Earplugs. How nice is that? So much better than the ones at the airport that you always buy last minute and then they're always terrible quality, right? And then look at this, you guys. You can slip it inside and tuck it away. And you wouldn't even know that it's there, honestly. Abdul says very nice item. Isn't it? It's so nice. It's so comfy. And also super plush. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this. I spent a little while on that because it's so nice. And I love the dust bag as well. You know, airports aren't the cleanest places in the world. So, you know, you want to keep your pillow clean, especially when you're putting it through the TSA bins. Well, actually, I just renewed my pre-check. So that's good. But if you do go through TSA and you got to put it in bins, then having a dust bag is nice as well. How much? So it's $22.99 for the black one. The one that I have, I think, is $1 off. Let me look. Actually, the one that I have is $26. So it's a little bit more. The black is the cheapest one, and it's only $22.99. And you still get the eye cover. So you get the eye covering, and you get the pillow, you get the earplugs, and the dust bag. I think that's a pretty good deal, honestly. And I know that a lot of people travel with the holidays coming up. So if you guys are looking for something to add to your travel routine, $20. It's going to save you a lot of tired flights. So yes, check that out. And the blue is $27, as is the, let's see here. The navy blue and the royal blue are $27. The black is $22. The gray is $26, and the red is $25. Okay, you guys? So check it out. Let me know if you have any other questions down below. I'm more than happy to answer them for you guys. That's it for that. Our next deal of the day is going to come from iRobot, and this is the J7 Plus. The J7 Plus is our primary downstairs iRobot, so it does our main level, which is our living room, our kitchen, our dining room, our at-home gym, our office space, our front music room. I'm missing something, our mud room. That's pretty much it. But it is about 1,500 square feet and about an hour and a half to 2 hours, 2 or 3 times a week. It's really awesome. The J7 Plus does have a couple key features, including the identify and avoid feature, which is the little camera and sensor that's built on to the front of the vacuum. It's constantly looking for new obstacles like pet messes or pet waste. If your pet were to have an accident on the floor, it would actually see it and identify it and go around it. Rather than going into it and like pulling it around your house and pulling it up in the vacuum, I call that a petastrophe. And that's a feature that's existed for a while now. We actually got an alert this morning in our app that now in the identify and avoid feature, it can now also identify things like pet bowls. So if you have bowls of like water or food out, it's not going to keep bumping into them and spill the water everywhere, spill the food everywhere. It's going to see them and go around them. It can also see things like toys now, and it's just getting smarter and smarter with every update that they release, honestly. So I love the identify and avoid. They actually also give you guys something called the poop promise, which is an acronym. It stands for the Pet Owner Official Promise, and basically it just says that within a year of purchase, if your vacuum were to run over some kind of pet accident or pet mess and drag it around your house, they will replace your entire system for free. So they really do believe in their product. I mean, a year, if you're a pet owner, you know that there's bound to be at least one accident within a year. So yeah, you guys get the poop promise, and this also, you guys, does have the automatic self-emptying. So every time that it returns back to the clean base, you're going to hear the vacuum come on, and it's going to empty out into there and store everything in the clean base bags for up to 60 days. So you guys actually get 2 months of hands-free cleaning, which to me is pretty awesome. A lot of the times with our older iRobots, we would have to empty them every day, every other day. And it's not nearly as much time as we would actually spend sweeping or vacuuming, but it definitely gets to be pretty repetitive. So the fact that with this one, we can control everything from the app, and we only have to really physically deal with it every 2 months, 5, maybe 6 times a year, it's truly the best. We love it. So that's the J7 Plus. It is currently $5.99. It was previously $7.99. 25% discount right now, $200 off. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. But in the meantime, we're going to move on to our next deal, which is going to come from Levelwit. And this is one of our Levelwit air purifiers. If you've been on before, you know that I have really, really terrible allergies, probably some of the worst seasonal allergies out of everybody in my family. Most of my friends have nowhere near the seasonal allergies I do. I honestly couldn't tell you guys why. It's just kind of how my body works, I guess. And I do take an allergy pill every single day. It's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, and it wears off though by like mid-afternoon, early evening, and then I'm kind of just left to my own devices to figure out how to get through the rest of the day. One of the only external systems I found that actually helps is running air purifiers, and I got into it in 2020. Air purifiers really grew in popularity in 2020 for obvious reasons, and I wasn't really interested in it as much for like the sickness aspect, more so for just making the air cleaner in general, whether it was dust or pollen, pet dander, mold even. I was at the time in college and in late 2020 and living in like school housing, and the air ducts and everything were just really gross. I think I developed a lot of issues kind of there, like allergy wise, and so that's when I started getting interested in them, and we finally got some from Levelwit and instantly fell in love. This one has a HEPA filter inside, which has a 99.97% efficiency rate, so it's removing particles from your air as small as 0.3 microns, almost all of them, whether it is, like I said, mold, pollen, pet dander, smoke even. It removes everything. A little story about smoke, actually, you guys, removal, was when I was in Colorado, Southwest Colorado last year. I was visiting family friends, and there were a lot of wildfires going on in Northern California and Oregon at the time. And the smoke had carried across several states, and it was like sitting in this valley and like sitting in this town that we were in, and it felt thick, like the air, it was so noticeable. And being from the East Coast, I'd never experienced anything like that before. So, we tried to stay inside as much as we could, and, at that time everybody was wearing masks pretty consistently, and so that helped. But we ended up getting an air purifier when we were out there, and it made a world of a difference, and that's really when I started kind of advocating for people using them, and really noticing a difference in my life when I ran them consistently. So I love the Core 400. This one does have a really great amount of coverage, over 1,000 square feet in a half hour, which is amazing. It also does have app compatibility, so I can go into the Levelwit app. It's called the Levelwit VSync app, and control everything from there. If I am out and about running errands, or maybe I'm out for a run or something and I notice that the pollen count is really high, what I will do is I'll go into my app and I'll turn it on. Then by the time I get home where it's running, it'll already have been on for a while, and it's like immediate relief. So I really enjoy it. It also does have a, I believe it's a 3,000 hour cycle. So 3,000 hours until you need to replace it. If you are running it every single day for 6 months, that's 16 hours a day. If you're running it every day for an entire year, that's 8 hours a day. I would say that's closer to what I do. I don't run it 24/7, although some people do. So anywhere from like 4 to 12 months is probably the timeline for when you'll have to replace it. But for me, it is worth it 1,000 times over. So I absolutely love this model. Check it out. And I do have another one later for you guys. If you want to check out out the other air purifier, you can scroll forward in the carousel. It's called the Core 300, and that one right now is only $99 for the white one. It is a little bit smaller and has a little bit less square foot coverage, but if you are just getting into air purification like I was 2 years ago, it's a good first model when you're kind of hesitant as to whether or not it'll work for you, which I completely understand. I've recommended that one to a lot of friends and family, and that's, for most people, I think a good starter option. So feel free to check out either of them. In the meantime, we're going to move on and talk about this Rebel umbrella. Now, I want to show you guys, first of all, the little cover, which is so nice. The actual umbrella itself and this cover is a Teflon cover. So it's waterproof. If you still have some water like on the umbrella and you put it into here and then put it in your bag, it's not going to get your bag all wet. So I love this. And you just remove it, and I'll show you guys a couple of the cool features. First of all, the actual umbrella itself is a double canopy design. Now this is really hard for me to show you guys without actually opening it, but down here you can kind of see. So there is like your outside layer and then this layer here. They look like they're at the same like length at this moment, but when it opens, that bottom layer is actually going to be farther out, and it's going to give you 2 layers of protection, okay? So it is a double canopy design, which I found to be really cool. And rather than having an aluminum, what are they called? Arms, what are they called? Oh my gosh, they have it on their listing. On the inside, ribs. Rather than having aluminum ribs on the inside, they're actually fiberglass, which is also a little bit more durable. That's going to prevent the wind from flipping it inside out. If you guys ever had that happen before, you know that it's so frustrating. So I really love that it has fiberglass ribs. Of course, the Teflon cover makes it a little bit more durable. And this is also the blue sky version. So you can see it's got like a blue sky cloud pattern on there. There is a galaxy one. There's a plain black as well. There's a rainbow option. There's a ton to choose from. I just like the blue sky. On a cloudy day, the little blue sky is nice. So here's what it looks like, fully wrapped up, of course. It's definitely got a little bit more weight to it than a lot of the smaller, really thin umbrellas, but I like how small it packs up, so I can easily put it in like a tote bag rather than like a big umbrella, or the ones that kind of just fold in. I have a bubble umbrella, if you guys know what those are, and that one isn't as portable, but this is super small and compact. It also does have a fully automatic opening and closing system. Now, I am a little superstitious, and I also don't want to hit any of my lights around me, so I'm not going to open and close it right now, but it is fully automatic, so there's no pressing and pulling of anything, which has led to me pinching fingers in the past and also breaking my umbrellas in the past, which I really appreciate. This is currently $27 for the black. For the yellow, for the starry night, the rainbow, and the gray, it's $30, and for the red and the blue sky, it's $31. So anywhere from $27 to $31 right now. It is the #1 bestseller in folding umbrellas, and this also has free delivery available as soon as Tuesday, October 11th. So super, super speedy delivery. Definitely check this out. Let me put it back into its case. And we will move on to our next deal of the day, which is going to come from Blackstone. So let me grab my Blackstone clip for you guys. I'm really excited. You guys know, if you've been on before, we love our Blackstone. We got it last year in July, in like early July, I would say. And we used it all through the summer, until the end of the summer, actually. And we had it out through the fall, for part of the fall. So we love it. Whether we are cooking really traditional grilling items like hamburgers and hot dogs and, you know, stir fry, that kind of stuff, or maybe we're doing something more unconventional like stir fry. We can also do things on here like brunch and breakfast. We have tried it all, and it works. All of it is so fun, and I really enjoy not having dishes as well. Because with this, all you have to do when you're done cooking is maybe scrape it down a little bit, and that's pretty much it. It acts like a cast iron in a lot of ways, so it's seasoned and oiled, and that makes it easier to cook on, rather than, you know, cleaning it constantly with soap and water, and it kind of doesn't cook as easily over time. So I love the style of this one. It does also have 2 burners, but that's also because it's only 450 square inches of grill space, so it's much easier to, you know, manage this, I would say, with the 2 burners. You've got pretty even heat distribution still. On the left-hand side is that little prep table, and that is just going to have your, you know, if you have plates there, sides that you are adding to the grill, whatever. You can also have oil and seasonings there. On the right-hand side is that little wire frame for your trash bag, and down below is a spot for tongs and spatulas and so much more. So it's a great size. I absolutely love it. This one also, I recommend recommend checking out these little inserts. I'm going to send you guys a clip right now, or not a clip, a link. Food on a Blackstone is great. It is. It's so good. Here's a little link for you guys. These are from Fig and Leaf, and they're essentially these little aluminum foil like inserts, and they look like mini loaf pans, and they just go into that back area to catch any of the oil or grease. And then if there is grease and then it solidifies after, you can actually just simply pop grease out and then recycle the aluminum pins, and there's no waste associated with it. Then at that point, you don't have to do that. You can also just throw it away. But I think it's such a smart design. So I love this one, and it is currently $255 for the Blackstone. I also wanted to mention, you guys, that this Blackstone is the adventure ready, so you are able to fold in the legs completely and remove the flat top and actually pack it up and travel with it. So if you guys have like a a sedan, even like a small sedan, you want to travel with it or take it camping or anything like that, really, the legs fold in completely and the top actually removes. Put it in the trunk of your car and you're good to go. So it's one of my top deals of the day. Check it out, and let me know if you guys have any other questions down below. We're going to move on to our next deal, which is going to come from Duramax. You guys, I'm losing my voice again. Oh my goodness. I got to get some of my tea. So our next deal today is going to come from Duramax, and this is one of the 13,000 watt models. 13,000 watts of power is a pretty substantial amount. I would say this could even be used in like business or commercial spaces as well as residential. Small condos, apartment buildings, yes, this even might be a little excessive, but single family homes, this is a great size. It's going to cover all of your major appliances and even some of your small smart devices as well. It is dual fuel, so you are able to use gas or propane to power it, which is really nice just because you never know what situations could present themselves. If you only have gas on hand and this is only a propane powered generator, that's a little bit of a tricky situation. This one also does have a steel frame. It has a wheel kit attached to it. The handlebars, of course, on the end. It does have AC outlets as well as a 12-volt connection. And I believe that this one also does have a what is it called? A electric start. I'm going to wait for the clip to roll back, but I'm pretty sure this one has an electric start as well. So I like the style of it a lot. The little quick start guides are there printed on the front. There's a number printed on the front for 24-hour customer support, as well as a website where you can just go onto like the chat forum option for customer support, which is nice. And last but not least, this is a 13,000 watt generator. Yes, but the maximum output is 1450. So you've got a nice amount of range here. I really like the Duramax brand. They have great warranty on their products, and of course, outlet-wise, you've got a lot of versatility. So check that out. Let me know if you guys have any questions today in terms of generators or power stations or anything like that. I know it can be really overwhelming talking about things like generators and power stations just because, it is overwhelming. There's a lot of factors to consider, and as somebody now that's been talking about them and sharing them with you guys and talking about which ones we like and helping you guys to find good products for like almost 2 years now, a little under, but almost 2 years now, I definitely feel like if you guys have questions, I feel equipped to help you out. So let me know. We're going to move on to our next deal in the meantime, which is going to come from the Pet Safe store. This is one of the Pet Safe scoop-free litter boxes, and this litter box is self-cleaning. So when we were looking for like a new setup for our cats, we got our second cat, and immediately the constant checking of the litter box was becoming really redundant and really overwhelming, and just like the odor and just the upkeep was just a lot. So we knew we wanted a robot, and some of them are really expensive. Like seriously, you guys, they can be anywhere between like $500, $600, $700. So they can get really expensive. And the Pet Safe Scoop Free specifically has over 12,000 reviews and 4.5 out of 5 stars, and it's under $200. So the top entry and the front entry are both $199, and the uncovered right now is only $170. So they're great options if you guys are in a little bit of a budget. It does use their brand of litter, but honestly, there's not much price difference between this and like standard brands of litter. We have checked like sales and compared prices quite a few times over the last year and a half of using it, and like I said, there's really not much of a difference. Sometimes this is even lower than standard litter that we used to use. So it's great. It does also basically sense when your cats get in and out of the litter box. It's going to send that rake through, pulling all the pet waste to one end. It lifts up the rake and it pulls it all underneath that gray compartment down here, storing everything away, out of sight, out of mind. You can't smell it anymore. It's wonderful. It does an awesome job. Katie says, I'm getting ready for the 11th and 12th, organizing my wish list. LOL. I did that a couple of days ago, Katie. I can't even lie. You know what I did, actually, Katie? I added a bunch of stuff to like my cart, because you get cart like updates. You guys know how like if you have something in your cart for a while, at the top it'll say cart updated price from this to this. I added a bunch of stuff to my cart, and so that way over Prime Day it'll update, and then I can check out if I want to. There's some good deals coming, so we're very excited. We're very, very excited. That's a good idea to do that today or tomorrow. The Scoop Free also, you guys, is available, like I said, in top entry, front entry, or uncovered. The top and front entry is great if your cats are a little bit crazier. And so if your cats are like ours and they kick their litter all over the place, then this is going to act like a little barrier. It's going to keep everything nice and contained. The uncovered model, that one is only $170, but it doesn't have that little wall there. So it might be a little bit better for older cats that maybe struggle to hop around anymore. But also just generally, if your cats aren't crazy like ours, then you might not need it. So, oh, I did not know that. I did not know. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, I guess if you guys don't know, so if you add something to your cart today, like I can add, I don't know, just like something random. I could add the Duramax generator to my carousel or my cart right now. And if it goes on sale anytime tomorrow or over Prime Day, you will get like a little bar at the top of your cart, and it will say like your cart price updated for this item from this to this, and you're able to see how much the price drop was. So I do that a lot when I'm tracking prices and when I'm keeping an eye on deals and discounts and things. A lot of times that does not include coupons, so I always encourage you guys to check coupons, but it does cover things like lightning deals and a lot of the time Prime Day deals. So yeah, that's a good idea, Katie. Get your wish list ready. And you can add it to your cart, not even just a list. If you add it to your cart, you'll be able to see how the price drop is. So maybe you should do that. So that's the Scoop Free. Check it out. Let me know if you guys have questions. I did want to mention one more thing, and it's that at the end of like this side over here, there is a little blue box, the little LCD display that's actually going to show you how many times your cats have used the litter box. And so for us, around like the 25 to 30 use mark, that's when we end up changing ours. And we've kind of got it down to a bit of science now, where every like 1.5 weeks or so, when we hit like 25 to 30 roughly, that's when we know we're going to need to change it. And it's pretty cool that that's kind of laid out for you. So yeah, check that out, you guys. Moving on to our next deal. It's going to come from Oli Sleep, and this is one of my favorite mattresses of all time. So this mattress, you guys, is a hybrid. I knew that when I was replacing my old mattress that I wanted a hybrid for a couple reasons. One, I've slept on spring mattresses basically my entire life, and I have nothing against them. Honestly, I prefer spring mattresses over memory foam, and that's for a couple of reasons. With memory foam, I feel like you just kind of sink all the way down into it. I just wasn't a fan of that. And spring mattresses, the only problem is that like when they start to kind of go and get older, like they really deteriorate quickly and they get really uncomfortable. So I wanted something that I could get a lot of life out of and is comfortable for anybody really. And hybrids are great. I like to call them the compromise mattress because it has that base layer of support, but then it also has the top layer of memory foam, and it all works together to give you this just really great medium firmness and support. If you and your partner have different sleeping styles, it's magnificent. This was previously $441. Right now it's $375 on their storefront. You can check out the queen and the full. Last time I checked, the full was only $250. So there's a couple really great discounts going right now, and I believe that there is also free Prime delivery available on all of them. They do come with compressed shipping, so when you receive them, they're going to be really tightly packed, almost in like a little tube. You'll let it expand for maybe 2 to 3 days, 40 hours or so, and then you are ready to go to sleep on it. And that's pretty much it. So check it out, you guys. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm more than happy to answer questions for you guys. Our next deal is going to come from the Zenith storefront. Morgan, do you know what ideal lists on Amazon are? I do. That's normally what I tell people to add their products to if something is out of stock. So if something's out of stock, or like there's a size that they want that's out of stock, I always tell people to add it to their lists. I have way too many lists, honestly. I have so many of them, and I have also, wait, let me go see if I can, let me see here, if I can pull them up. Ooh, yeah, I have a lot. Let me see here. I have quite a few. And I also have a list that I shared with my mom last year for Christmas because she asked me for a Christmas list, and I just did it on there. And so I made a list. Let me see if I can find it. I made a list and I invited her to the list so that she could see it. Oh yeah, it's still there. So you can add somebody to your list. You can invite them as a view only or as a view and edit list. So maybe like you and your husband, Katie, you guys want to order your groceries on Amazon, which I know not every area has that. But anyways, if you want to do that, you can make a grocery list and collaborate on the list. Isn't that kind of cool, you guys? There's also a way to add everything to your cart from a list with one click. So there's a lot of cool things to do with lists. I have Morgan's birthday present on my idea list. Katie's is nice. My birthday's a way off. We have so many things to worry about for that. I like that idea. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I know a lot of people that live in like downtown Philly or in New York or in DC that they order their groceries off of Amazon. And so they will create like I actually recommended it to a few of them. So now a lot of them will create a shared list, a co-shared, co-edit list, whatever, and they'll create their grocery list there, and then they will go through and add it to cart, which I think is so fun. Yeah, there's a lot of fun things you can do with lists. There's also a way to have shared lists. I think that there's a way to make wish lists for other people to purchase that get shipped to you, and they don't see your address. So it's like a gifted wish list as well. So I've seen some people do that for like their baby registries or wedding registries as well. There's a lot of cool things there. They're fun though. So you guys, the Zenith bed frame, gorgeous, solid wood. There's no particle board in any part of this bed frame. It's super easy to install. It's like 3 steps. You pretty much just lock the corners together. You lay down that middle metal support beam, and then you unroll the wood slats, and that's pretty much it. It takes maybe 15, 20 minutes, and I promise you guys, if I can do it, you can do it. Here you're seeing me lift up the wood slats. They're built onto a Velcro strip. I have the same nails as I did then, which is hilarious. I'm a character of habit, creature of habit. But the wood slats are really easy to lay down just because they are evenly spaced, and so then you don't have to worry about any one of the wood slats holding more weight than the others and possibly breaking over time. All in all, the Zenith bed frames are great quality, and the color selections are great. You know, there's some darker ones, there's some lighter options. I like the cherry a lot. The cherry is like that deep red color, and then the natural, you guys, the natural is stunning. It's like that light pine. There's a lot of great options available from the Zenith storefront. Definitely check them out, and if you guys have any other questions, let me know down below, okay, you guys? Moving on to our next deal of the day, it's from Eufy. We actually just set up one of our cameras today. How funny is that, you guys? I wish I could show you guys like our app or what the feed looks like, but I don't have it right now, so I'm just going to tell you guys about it. So this is one of the Eufy Security home systems, and this is going to come with 4 of their solo cams as well as the home kit. This is a really, really great way to get full home coverage of your exterior and of your interior if that's what you choose. I know for us, you know, having view of all of our entryways is probably our top like priority, and also our garage, just because we keep a lot of stuff in there. The home kit is essentially how your cameras communicate to each other. So if you have that in a central area in your home within a certain amount of feet of your cameras, they can all connect to each other, and you can monitor everything from your Eufy Security app. All of the cameras are 2K quality, so you can see all the little details. You've got really clear color visibility as well. So if you were ever in a position where you would need to identify someone or identify something that's going on outside your property, you are able to do that. So I think that's really nice as well. All of the cameras are IP67 rated, so they are completely weatherproofed, waterproof, they are dust and windproof and sandproof. They are amazing quality. And of course, there's no cords or anything that you have to run on the exterior of your house. There's no holes that you need to drill. It's just a super easy, non-damaging installation. And that's pretty much it, you guys. There's no monthly fees. Each of the cameras has a 365-day charge. So when you guys set them up, they are going to be there for a while. All in all, definitely check them out. Considering it's only like 1 day of maintenance a year, I don't mind it at all. We just set up some of our other ones today, so I'm excited to let you guys know what we think over the next few weeks, especially as we're getting into fall and winter. You know, maybe snowstorm season, we'll get some cool views there with the camera. So that is it for now. Our next deal today is going to come from EF EcoFlow. You guys know if you've been on before, we are huge EF EcoFlow fans here on the channel. So much so that we actually own 4 or 5 different EF EcoFlow items. So this is the EF EcoFlow River Pro Power Station, and it is the largest river. So they have 2 different collections, the River Collection and the Delta Collection. This is the largest and the smaller collection of the 2. So let me grab it. The River Pro is very, very similar to the River Original. It has the exact same outlets, so you're going to have the USBs, you got the 12 volt, the DCs, the built-in flashlight, that's your inputs, and on this side are your AC outlets. And they're all working together to give you guys access, whether it's an emergency situation, you're traveling, or wherever you're at. This does also have, of course, on the bottom here, this extra little power bank down there, and that is just going to give you double the battery supply. So maybe you are traveling with it, and normally you have the River, and the River gives you about 1200 watts of power. That's roughly about 10 to 20 full phone charges. Now, you guys, you've got 20 to 40 full phone charges. So it's great for long road trips. As you guys know, that's my favorite way to travel. I think it just allows you to see kind of where you're going from like a local perspective, and it's just one of my top deals of the day. So check it out. Thanks for explaining that to me, Morgan. I appreciate it. Oh, of course, Katie. Yeah, no worries. I love all that stuff. I love all the little secret hidden like features on Amazon. There's so many things people don't know about. It's the same idea as like Live. So many people don't know that Live exists, which is so fun. My brother and sister-in-law got an EcoFlow recently. Did they? Oh my gosh. Which one? Or if you don't know, how are they liking it? Do they like it? I'm sure that they do. So that's the River Pro. Whoops. The River Pro also, you guys, you can charge it one of 3 ways. You can charge it in the car using a standard 12 volt outlet. You can charge it in your home. That's going to be the fastest way to charge it. And that's like an AC outlet back there. That'll be an hour and a half to achieve a full charge. And you can also charge using solar panels. If you're interested in solar panel charging, let me know, as I have a lot to say about that. I have a lot of panels I can recommend to you guys. That's kind of its own topic. And oh, Jose started following. Thank you so much for the follow, Jose. I think that you're our first follower today. Let me know if you have any questions. If there's anything I can help you out with, you are welcome back anytime. We're super happy to have you on. So thanks for joining us. So the River Pro was previously $650. Right now it's $579. There is an additional $50 off coupon. That's going to bring it down to $529 at checkout. Technically about $530. So amazing deal right now. Make sure to snatch that up. Honestly, you guys, this could be a great holiday gift for somebody you know. If you are planning on doing a lot of traveling soon, or you're getting ready for the winter and you want to have a power station in your home in case of outage, that way you can plug phones into it. We've plugged your Wi-Fi router into it in case of like outage before. They are the best. They're the absolute best. So check that out. Katie said, I don't remember which one. It cost $900 LOL. They really like it because they could plug my dad's machine up at night that he needs. They used it last night for camping. See, that's exactly what we did. We, for my grandmother, she uses a CPAP machine, and so we used one of ours for her. That's awesome, though. It was probably the Delta Mini. I mean, at that price point, I'm assuming it was, but I believe that for the most part, all of them can power CPAP machines. But that's so exciting. That's so cool. So yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it for the River Pro. Let's move on to our next deal of the day. It's going to come from Black & Decker. Black & Decker is one of those brands I feel like I grew up around. A lot of their appliances were in our house growing up, whether it was a microwave or a refrigerator, or even we had a little, what was it called? We had a little ice cream machine. I think it was growing up. Sorry, guys. I'm still losing my voice from earlier. We had a little ice cream machine growing up, and I'm pretty sure it was Black & Decker. But all this to say, Black & Decker is one of those brands I feel like I grew up around. They have a really reputable name, and this is one of our favorite air conditioner products right now. It's a 2-in-1 air conditioner and dehumidifier. So if you guys are living in an area that the humidity contributes to the heat more than anything, this is going to be magnificent. It also is available for some of them with heat as well. So not only is it an air conditioner and dehumidifier, it's also a heater. If you guys click on the listing, you'll see those all kind of differentiated there. The heat is nice because in the wintertime for us, heating our whole house gets really expensive. Just like cooling our house in the summertime, running our central air adds up. Our electric bill jumps a lot in the summertime. So if you're spending all of your time in one room or two rooms, there's no point in cooling or heating the rest of your house, right? So this is great because you can use it centrally and kind of have it be cool there or warm there and not spend the money and spend the time worrying about the rest of your house. I know for us, whenever we run our heat downstairs, it always just ends up getting hot upstairs and the bottom in the basement stays freezing cold. So that's why we really like ours. Richard, welcome. Richard says, will it work with swing out windows? Wonderful question. So I know the full size for this one. So it works in single pane windows, yes, swing out windows, like French windows, open bay windows, but the full dimensions for the window panel are 20.5 to 59 inches. So it's a 3-panel system. You are basically, the little panels they like spring out. Does that make sense? That's how you insert them. And they range from 20.5 inches to 59 inches. So if your windows are anywhere between that space with a crank, as long as there's nothing that obstructs the actual frame. I know exactly what you mean. So like the crank is at the bottom of the window and it goes up into that inner mechanism and that moves the window out. I don't think that should be a problem. I'm going to go look in the Q&A section to see if anybody has asked that specific question before. I don't see why that would be a problem. The full window panel size from 20 all the way up to 59 inches is pretty impressive. So let me go look here. 1 second. I'm going to go check to see if anybody's asked anything like that or remotely similar before. Let's see here. Here is a pretty in-depth question, and the answer is from the company. So yeah, let's see here. Nobody says anything about crank windows. I really don't see why that would be a problem. Let's look here. I can even search for it. How about that? I want to try to give you as clear an answer as possible because I know that's what I would be looking for if I was asking questions. So let's see if I can search for it. We're going to search for crank window. Crank window. Aha! Let's look here. Crank window. Let's look here. Matching Q&As. Nope, actually, I'm so glad that I checked, Richard. It will not work with a crank window. So it does not come with a crank casement. So the answer would be no. I'm sorry, it won't work, but I'm glad that I checked. A couple of these people are saying the same thing I was, where they say I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work with a crank window. But some of the people that have it are saying it does not have an adapter. It only works with standard sliding windows or like a French window. So I'm going to say no. I wish these AC units did not need a vent. So one of the only reasons this one needs a vent, Richard, I totally agree with you. And one of the reasons that this one needs a vent is because it's also a dehumidifier and it doesn't have a tank at the bottom. So if you've ever had a dehumidifier before, a lot of them have that little tank at the bottom that you have to empty out, which is a big pain in the butt, honestly, and I really hate it. With this one, the reason it has a vent is because it actually sends that moisture out the window. So I actually think it's nice with this model. I think in a lot of ways, this air conditioner is meant to replace a window unit, like a box unit. So if you guys have a standard window unit or a box unit, there's a lot of brands out there. I used to have one in my old apartment. This is going to be a little bit of a less obstructive option. I remember having to close my window on top of the window unit, and then my window isn't letting in as much light, and half the time those box units leak air. It was a whole mess. I think this is nice because it sits on the floor. You can move it around from room to room because it's a little bit more portable. But I do see your complaints. I do. Chloe says I would not like it. I'm sorry, Chloe. For us, we really like it. But you're totally entitled to your opinion. So yeah, it's really just a matter of preference. If somebody does prefer a window unit, I have this one for Medea. That is awesome. I'll highlight this for you guys so you guys can see it. So this is more of like a classic window unit with a couple upgrades. So this is from Medea, and I used to live in downtown, like Center City, Philadelphia, and when I lived there, I lived in an apartment that did have a space for an AC unit. And the one that we had, you would have to close your window on the top of it, and it would wiggle and air would leak in, and it wasn't because I installed it poorly. I'm telling you, everybody that came over would try to fix it, and it was a bad setup. So now I started looking into a couple better options, especially because here it does cost us a lot to heat and cool our house, and this was a great solution because you actually close your window entirely through the unit, and there's just this little bar at the bottom that is what it's situated on, so it's not going to wobble as much. It still vents out the air really effectively. There's a little hole in the middle, but yeah, we like it. Chloe says, are you saying I cannot put my opinion? No, you are allowed to, Chloe. I said you are entitled to your opinion. If you don't like it, or if you do like something, that's your opinion, because everybody has different preferences. I totally understand that. I would never say that you guys couldn't put your opinion in the chat. So it's great. I like this one from Medea as well. If you do want a little bit more of a modern spin on a window unit, it also has 14,000 reviews. And also, you guys, this one has an energy efficiency rating. It's won a bunch of different awards. The International Design for Excellence Award, the New York Times Wirecutter pick. It also has received the what's it called? The Best Home Award for 2021. So it's received a bunch of different awards. I love the Medea storefront. They have a lot of great appliances there. Anyway, so that's just another option for heating and cooling that I wanted to share with you guys. We're going to go back to where we were in the carousel, and we're going to talk about our snowblower. I live in Pennsylvania, and like I said, I used to live in downtown Philadelphia, but I live in Pennsylvania, and we get a pretty decent amount of snow here, honestly, you guys. But the hard thing about being on the East Coast, and some of you guys that live in the East Coast in the North will totally get this, is the days can get really, really warm. We'll get a big snowstorm system that comes through, and the next week it'll be like in the 40s and the 50s. So what will happen, a lot of our snow will melts, and then it compacts down and it builds a giant block of ice. So around here, if you do not start shoveling your snow super, super quickly as soon as it comes down, it's going to like form a giant sheet, a giant block of ice. That's just kind of the truth of it. It's not like dry, crunchy snow like in a lot of other parts of the country. It turns into slush and then turns into ice. So I've regretted every single winter when we don't go out and immediately shovel, and it always comes back to bite me in the butt. So we decided finally to invest into a snowblower, one that was a little bit more manageable because we don't have a ton of property. We just have like our small sidewalk and our driveway, and that's it. But we wanted one that was easy to store and easy to use. It's completely cordless. It weighs less than 50 pounds. It does have a steel auger on the inside to break up snow and ice. It pulls all that snow and ice up inside, and it sends it out that chute. You guys listen to this. 20 feet away. It can move up to 14 tons of snow in one full charge, so you get 2 battery packs. That's 28 tons of snow with both of those. We did the math the other day on live. We had like a lot of time to kill, and we figured out that it's something like 20,000 cubic feet, like square feet of snow that it could move in 1 or 2 charges, which is absolutely wild, but it should last you a storm or two, just the charge on those batteries. You're getting 2 battery packs, 2 charging ports, and then actually the snowblower itself. The little funnel on top can spin all the way around. You have a little crank at the bottom of the handles where you just spin it, and it spins the funnel whatever direction you want, and it throws all that snow away. So it's pretty nice. You can throw it in the back of your yard. You can throw it into like the front of your yard. I think that this year we'll probably end up just throwing ours out into the road, because then the snow plows come through anyways and they just build up a big snowbank. So we'll just let them handle all the work. But it's nice. It is currently $308, and this one was previously retailing at $360. So snatch that up, you guys. 14% off at the moment. One of my top deals of the day, especially for the winter. Crafty, thank you so much for the follow. Let me know if you have any questions today. If there's anything I can help you out with, you're welcome back anytime. If you have questions, anybody watching right now, about stuff backwards or forwards in the carousel, you're more than welcome to drop them down below. I am more than happy to jump around for you guys. That's kind of what I'm here for. So you guys are welcome back anytime. Thanks for the follow. Oh, and Anthony, thank you so much. Same stuff I just said to Crafty, you as well. So thanks for joining us today. So our next deal, you guys. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. I don't have a ton of design stuff. I am somebody that is really particular about like decorations and all that kind of stuff. I try not to buy. I try to find pieces that are transitional. So for me, neutrals and very kind of just soft tones are the way to go. It moves to every season of the year, and I saw this rug and immediately fell in love. It is the perfect white, cream, beige, more gray toned, light, just mixture of colors in here. So if I have a more gray pillow off to the side, it pulls out the gray in the rug. If I have a more cream, couch or something, it pulls out the cream in the rug. It's just one of those multicolored, but not really like rainbow rugs. It does have a nice woven design. I love the texture it adds to our space. And it's also not one of those textured rugs that hurts your feet. So that was a big priority for us. Oh, and Chloe, thank you so much. We're happy to have you here. Thanks for joining. Let me know if you have any other questions, okay? So this is awesome. Also, I wanted to mention, you guys, this is 50% off right now. That's why I added it. I don't have a ton of design stuff for you guys, like a ton of decor. But when I saw that there was a 50% off coupon, I couldn't not add it. This is the 8-foot round. Normally it's $170. Right now it's $85 when you apply that coupon. The smallest size available is a 3-foot round, which I think could be so cute in like a kid's room or like a mud room. This is definitely an indoor kind of outdoor option. The 3-foot rug is normally $45, and right now, you guys, it's $22.50. There is a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8-foot round option. And then for the rectangular rugs, it ranges from a 3x5 all the way up to a 10x14. So huge size range there. I just think it's so cute. But 50% off, you guys. Come on. 50% off right now. It's one of my best deals I found all day long, honestly. Normally, the highest discount I have in a stream is like 50 to 60%. So I think this is my top deal for the day. This rug is beautiful. I know, isn't it? I think so too. It's so cute. And the fact that a rug that's normally $170 is $85 right now. I don't know many like discount stores near me where I could find a rug for that low of a price. So I'm loving it. We're going to move on to our next deal, you guys. Feel free to ask questions. Our next deal today is going to come from iRobot. If you have been on to previous streams on my streams or somebody else here on the channel, you've definitely heard us raving about iRobot. I have currently 5 iRobots in our household, and I know that's quite a lot. I feel really grateful to be able to review them for you guys and share them with you guys. We've been collecting them for a couple years now, but this is probably my all-time favorite product from iRobot. It's called the Brava Jet, and it is primarily a robot mop. So we have all hardwood downstairs on our main level, and it's a lot of maintenance. If you guys have all hardwood or laminate or vinyl or tile floors, you know that it's just a lot of upkeep. They get sticky and they get dirty and they get muddy. They get just like dirty really quickly. And this has saved us so much time. Here is your little tank. This is a 500 milliliter tank. You can fill this up with whatever cleaner you're currently using. All-purpose cleaner, the Brava Jet cleaner. I use a wood cleaner sometimes. You close it up and you're ready to go. You've got your precision jet sprayer on the front here, and on the bottom, this is where you attach your mop pad. Now, I control ours completely from our app, and so I set a schedule, and that's what it runs on, but I can change the schedule as needed, and I can also use the buttons on top of the Brava Jet if I want to. To pull it out, I don't recommend pulling upwards. I recommend pulling outwards and up, so it's kind of like this, and that's just to prevent this little thing here from getting damaged over time. So here is what I like to do, you guys. I call this the Hershey Kiss Fold. I live kind of close to Hershey, Pennsylvania, so Hershey Park, if you guys have ever been, and it's called the Hershey Kiss Fold. That's what I've coined the term. So that's what you do to insert it and take it out. Grace, thank you so much for the follow. Let me know if you have any questions today. You're welcome back anytime. Thanks for joining us. It would not match my room, but if it would, I'd buy the rug. That's how I feel about everything. I see stuff that's so cute, and it's like, it's so cute, or I see something online, like a cute outfit, but it just doesn't match anything in my closet, and I'm like, you know what, if it would match, I would get it. That's my logic there. I feel you. I completely get you. So that is it, you guys. Super easy. This does also pair really nicely to our vacuum downstairs. Earlier in the stream, we talked about the J7 Plus, which is our vacuum on our main level, and I can actually sync them together and have them clean in unison. Well, I would just say, like, compared to running my vacuum one day and then a day or two later running the mop, it cuts down on the amount of debris that's on my floors and then just getting kind of like wiped around. Instead of that, you're running them back to back, almost within like the same amount of time. For a visual, your vacuum will go and then your mop kind of goes right behind it. So it's nice. That's something I like to do. But yeah, $350 right now, previously $450, 22% off. We're going to move on to our next deal of the day, which is going to come from Tech Orbits. David says, Megan, you're dressed nice tonight. Oh, thank you, David. I don't think that you guys can actually tell what I'm wearing. I'm literally just wearing like a shawl. It's like a little cardigan. Do you guys like the cardigan? Is it cute? Is it a cute cardigan? Maybe that's why it looks like a nice outfit. I appreciate that though, David. That's very nice of you. So we're going to move on to our next deal, though. This is from the Tech Orbit store, and this is one of our kind of 2020 upgrades. I think a common experience a lot of people went through in 2020 when we all came home and started working from home, doing school from home, whatever, was that we realized our houses were not as functional as we had previously thought. My friends and I have talked about this quite a bit, and I think we all agree that in 2020, we all made a lot of big upgrades, like to our backyards to make them a little bit more comfortable and enjoyable, to our workspaces, to our offices to make them a little bit more comfortable, and also no longer having that division between home and work and school. You know, at the time I was in college and working, so no longer having that division, it was a big difference. And I wanted to add some things to our office space to make it a little bit more just productive, make it a better space for me to work in. And I wanted a standing desk so bad. They were so expensive at the time because everybody was looking for them, obviously, working from home. And the electric ones were even more expensive. Now we have one because we saved up for it. But the first thing I found was just one of these manual adjustable desks. And this one from Tech Orbits has lasted us a long time. So let me show you guys what this one looks like. This is from Tech Orbits, and it is one of their 36-inch standing desks. So you can see the little hydraulic spring on the bottom, that little handlebar right there, and it is a double platform design. So the bottom platform, which is where your keypad goes and your trackpad for your mouse, that has a full weight support of about 15 pounds. And then the top platform, which is where your like monitors are going to go, that one has a full weight support of about 40 pounds. So really, really supportive. It does have a double crossbeam design. So when you have your monitors or your laptop on there, they're not going to wobble, which is a huge, huge deal. I've had desks in the past that are a single crossbeam that wobble a ton, and it's so frustrating. It's seriously the worst. So I love the Tech Orbits desk. I think it's so nice. Let me go over price point with you guys. So the one that we have, let's go click on the listing. The 32-inch is only available in white right now. Unfortunately, it's not available in black, so the exact one I have is not currently available, but the white one's on sale. It's only $120, so if you prefer the white over the black, you guys are getting a good deal. It's 33% off, previously $180. The 28-inch is the smallest size, but it's actually $159. So $159 for the smallest, that's in black. 32-inch is the middle size, $120. The largest size is the 36-inch, normally $207. Right now it's going to be $177. So a little bit of price variation there. The best deal right now, though, is on that middle size. So snatch it up. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You're welcome to ask them down below. And also, these are really nice as well because obviously, compared to the price of like an electric desk, you're paying about half, and you're getting the exact same like functionality. So I do appreciate that. I really do. Moving on to our next deal today, this is from Flybird. It's one of the adjustable benches. This was another kind of 2020 adoption, and this was when we first redid our at-home gym, and I knew that we wanted a weight bench in our at-home gym for a couple of reasons. One, everybody can use it. If you're doing an upper body strength workout, a lower body workout, Pilates, if you're doing a bar workout, a yoga, maybe you're doing a HIIT workout, it doesn't matter what it is. Every single type of workout can use some kind of a platform or some kind of a bench, and we wanted one that would be functional for everybody. So this one has 6 different back adjustments and 4 chair adjustments. So our height range in our household, my partner is 6'4", so he's a big guy. He's a tall guy. He's probably one of the tallest people I've ever met. And for him, you know, being able to lay the backrest back a little bit rather than sitting straight up is much more comfortable if he's doing an upper body workout. For me, I like to be sitting up a little bit higher. I'm about 5'6". So there's a lot of, you know, different sizes of people, you know, different styles of workouts that you want to do. And you want to make sure that you're well supported and safe in whatever workout you're doing. So that's the most important part, right, is safety. And of course, comfort. And this one has that little 2-inch pad on there. It's waterproof. waterproof. You can wipe it down after you're done using it. During 2020 and 2021, whenever I'd go to the gym, I kind of got into the habit of that. And it's nice because this is waterproof, so that's going to prevent odors building up over time. And I just think it's really cute. I like the little red pinstripes. You can fold it up entirely, almost like a little ironing board. If you guys have a folding ironing board, you know how when it's like laying flat, it looks similar to this, right? So doesn't this kind of look like an ironing board? And then you fold it up like a little X. It's exactly like that. You fold it up, you can stick it in a closet, you can lean it up against the wall, wherever you want to store it. If you're using it in a smaller space, that's going to save you some floor space in the long run, okay? So check that out from Flybird. Previously $240, right now $150. That's a $90 discount. Plus there is a coupon right now for $15 off. That's going to be $105 total dollars off at checkout. One of the better deals I've seen today. Our next deal today is going to come from the Best Choice store. This is one of my all-time favorite outdoor sets. And honestly, you guys, fall is my favorite season. If you've been on before, you've heard me say it. And if you guys agree with me, you can let me know in the chat. But fall is just perfect to me. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. I know most people, at least that live near me, say, I wait for summer every year. You know, when summer rolls around, I'm finally not sad anymore. And I really do sympathize. For me, though, it's fall. I wait for fall every single year. And I think it's the best time to spend time outdoors and with family and friends. And so my idea of a perfect night is just hanging out outside on our little set and having a bonfire. And I have everything listed in our carousel today that we've been using. So this is the Best Choice set. It's going to come with 6 chair pieces and also a little tempered glass coffee table. The coffee table is the perfect height. Now this is a very specific thing to point out, you guys, but if you've ever had like a large family group over, you know that there's never enough seating. So adding extra floor cushions or floor seating is always ideal. And the fact that the height of this one is perfect for everybody. On the floor, up on the cushions, standing is magnificent. All of the cushions are 4 inches thick and have a machine washable cover that you can strip and throw in the washing machine. I'm always spilling stuff, so that's great. And if you guys have kids, that's great. The throw pillows are the same. You can throw those in the washing machine. And also the base of the set, you guys, is made out of a polyurethane wicker. So rather than being made out of a real wicker or like a rattan, it's actually made out of a synthetic blend. And so there's not going to be any sun fading. It's not going to develop that two-tone look that wicker is kind of infamous for. Chloe says it's fall where I live. I love fall. Me too. It's my fave. I actually went to see some leaves like a week or so ago, and it was wonderful. I'm going to go look up some more leaves in the next few days here. I am so excited. I love fall too. Chloe, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer if you don't feel comfortable, but what area are you from? You can say state. I know a lot of our frequent friends that come in the chat. Alan, who was on here earlier, is from Kansas. Rob is from Pennsylvania, just like me. Katie, who was in the chat earlier, is from Arizona. If you don't want to answer, that's okay, but just curious. I like knowing where you guys are watching from, and it also allows me to know what time zone you guys are in, because obviously I'm on East Coast time zone. I'm on the East Coast, but I know not everybody is. So that's the Best Choice set. And colors, you guys, colors available right now. There is the gray navy, which is this one. There is also the, let's see here, black teal, gray black, and gray cream. All those are $7.99. The brown tan and the natural navy are $6.99. And the original price point for most of these was like $900, $1,000. So you guys are saving a ton right now. It's kind of like shopping for Halloween candy after Halloween. It's 50% off, right? Same idea here. You know, it's the end of summer. Most people aren't thinking about buying a set, but I am. So this is a great deal right now. Check it out and let me know if you guys have any other questions. And you know, worst comes to worst, if you live in an area where you can't see yourself using this anymore this year, pack it up, save it for next summer, and you guys are going to thank yourself later, because it's going to go back to full price next spring and summer. They're going to be $1,000 again, okay? Kelly started following. Thank you so much, Kelly, and thanks so much, Lucille. I love both of your names. Let me know if you guys have any questions today, or if there's anything I can help you out with. You guys are welcome back anytime, and thanks for joining me. And then Chloe said, Kentucky. Oh my goodness. That's so exciting. Alan, who was in the chat earlier, he was supposed to go to Kentucky in the past couple weeks on like a little road trip. I haven't spent much time in Kentucky. I've been to 35 states, but I've only driven through. Like, I've never really stopped. But I love that area, like the area that you're from, Chloe. Just generally speaking, I guess, like West Virginia, Tennessee, that area. I have family in both West Virginia and Tennessee. It's beautiful. And you've got the mountains there, so that's nice. But yes, I'm sure that your fall colors are just going to get better over the next couple weeks. You're in a good area for the colors to be perfect around Halloween. Where I live in PA, our colors will be at peak probably next week, which I'm excited for. Anyways, let's move on, you guys. Our next deal today is going to come from iRobot. As you know, we are iRobot super fans here on the channel, so we absolutely love their products. And the i3 Plus is one of our all-time favorites. It is one of the models that has the multi-surface brush roll. Where in the world did I put it? Hold on, you guys, one second. It is one of the models that has the multi-surface brush roll. And here it is, you guys. And it does have a corner brush roll as well. I had to go grab it from the hallway. So it has the corner brush roll here that's constantly bringing all of our debris inwards, away from the corners of our baseboards, away from the corners of feet on furniture, and it pulls everything inwards to here and then down into this bottom compartment. I'm going to move my coffee out of the way, my tea out of the way. So this bottom compartment here, it stores everything in here until it returns back to the clean base. It's going to return back to the clean base, empty out, and store everything in there for up to 60 days. Can you guys believe that? So it actually has basically 2 months of hands-free cleaning, which is fantastic. This is what the top looks like. It has a kind of heather gray exterior, which I love. I'm wearing a heather gray cardigan. So it's got like a heather gray exterior. Heather gray tends to hide stains and things a little bit easier. So it's great for floor cleaning. And then also, you guys, I forgot to mention that this one does also have the smart mapping features inside of the iRobot app. When we first purchased the i3 Plus, it did not have any of the smart mapping features, but now it does. So we actually can see a full floor plan of our upstairs inside of the app. We can set different areas as no clean zones or deep clean zones, and we can set them as double pass. I can delay a clean until later. There's a lot of cool features associated with the i3 Plus, and right now it's only $460. It's actually $90 off what it normally is. Normally it's $550. So big discount there. And then you can also check out some of the bundles available. Plus there's free delivery available by mid-October. It looks like where I live, delivery is available as soon as the 14th. But as always, if you guys want a more accurate delivery estimate, make sure to click on the listing and look at the delivery where you live, okay? Stephanie, an Amazon customer, thank you so much for the follows, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions today, if there's anything I can help you out with. You guys are welcome back anytime. Thanks for joining us. So, moving on, you guys, to our next deal today. Chloe says, oh, I love Tennessee. Me too. I haven't been in a long time. The last time I was down there was probably 3 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago at this point, but I love it down there. It's so beautiful, especially this time of year when it's getting a little bit chillier, but the days are still warm. It's the best. And another Amazon customer, thank you so much for the follow. I so appreciate that. Let me know if any of you guys have questions today, if there's anything I can help you out with. You guys are all welcome back anytime. We're really happy to have you guys. So I agree with you though, Chloe. Actually, a couple months ago, I almost was driving through Tennessee. We were driving from Tampa. So, obviously they're dealing with a lot. Speaking of which, if you guys are from Florida, I'm thinking of all of you guys right now, especially Southwest Florida. I have some friends down there, and my heart is with all of you guys. But a couple months ago, we were having to drive from Tampa to Southwest Colorado, and there were 2 routes that we could take. One of the routes was up through Georgia, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and then up through the other part of Colorado. We ended up going down across the Gulf, and anyways, that's a long story about absolutely nothing. But I almost went a couple months ago. I was disappointed when I couldn't, and hopefully we'll be back soon. I'm back, Morgan. Awesome, Chris. Hello. Chris, how was your appointment? How was your appointment? Moving on to our next deal. This is from Levwit. I am a huge advocate for air purifiers. I have some terrible allergies. I don't know about you guys, but my seasonal allergies are so bad, and they've just gotten worse as I've gotten older. And I do take an allergy pill every single day, basically, of my life. I wake up, it's the first thing that I do. Most days, though, it wears off by mid-afternoon, early evening, and then I'm kind of left to my own devices to figure out how to get through the rest of the day. And the only thing I found that really works for me is running air purifier. So this one from Levwood is amazing. It has roughly 550 square feet of coverage in 30 minutes, so it does an awesome job. Olaf, I think that's the username. Olaf says, how do I donate to this young lady? No donations necessary, Olaf. That's very sweet, though. Chloe says, I used to live in Colorado. No way, Chloe. What part did you used to live in? No way. My partner, he's from there. He grew up there. He now lives in Philly, but he's from there. That's kind of cool. So this one has a HEPA filter inside, which has a 99.97% efficiency rate, removing particles from your air as small as 0.3 microns. So super teeny tiny microns, things like pollen and mold, dust, smoke particles. If you guys live in Colorado, if you guys live generally on the West Coast and you are in an area dealing with a lot of wildfires, we were in Colorado last summer, not this year, but last summer when that huge wildfire in Lake Tahoe was going, and the smoke had carried across several states, and it was literally like making the air thick. It was something I've never experienced before living on the East Coast my whole life. And so we actually ended up going to a store and buying an air purifier, and it made a world of a difference. Ever since then, you guys, I've been a huge advocate for them. And I remember at first I was a little bit hesitant. They really took off in popularity in 2020, I think for obvious reasons. And I wasn't really interested in it as much for like the sickness prevention, I guess, more so for allergies and just general like inflammatory things to my sinuses. And I've just found that it works for everything. It really does. And on top, you've got all your controls. Mine is Wi-Fi controlled as well. I paid for the extra upgrade, which is an extra like $50 or so. You don't have to get that. If you are just getting started with air purification, you just want the base model, it's $99, which is a really, really great deal for something that has a 99% efficiency rate. And this one also does have a couple of different fan settings, a lot of different options to preset it. Chloe says, I don't know. Oh, that's okay, Chloe. No worries. Chris says, I wasn't bad. It wasn't my favorite. Morgan, I hope you can come to Oklahoma. I'm not married. No. I am not married. I just say partner because it's a neutral term. Because I think it's more inclusive. RCOP started following, and also Paul, I love your name. Thank you so much for the follows, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions today, if there's anything I can help you out with. You're more than welcome back anytime. We're happy to have you on. This is a co-hosted channel for anybody that has never been on before. I am one of 7 co-hosts here on this channel, so you will be seeing some other friendly faces, and with Prime Day coming up, we are going to be on like all the time. I'm telling you guys right now, we are going to be on a ton. Which we're very excited for. Just like last Prime Day, if you guys were on last Prime Day, I streamed for like 8 hours a day for 3 days straight. I'm not doing that again this year, or this season, I guess, but we're still very excited. So welcome to RCOP and Paul. We're going to move on to our next deal today. Hey, Chris, I'm going to remove that from the chat just because I don't want to be putting out where you live, okay? Just for safety reasons, okay? So let's move on to our next deal today. It's going to come from Dolphin. This is one of my all-time favorite pool cleaners, and I was actually introduced to the Dolphin brand by my best friend. They've had their Dolphin now for 6 or 7 full summers. I think this was their 7th full summer using theirs, and I swear to you guys, their pool is always spotless. Every time I've gone over there in the past, almost decade, it's never got a single piece of sand or, sticks or dirt or anything, and we live in Pennsylvania. We live in the woods, you guys. All of us do. Everybody here has got huge trees in our backyards. I live right up against this big stretch of woods. There's 100-foot oak trees right behind us. So there's stuff in our yard constantly. And I'm telling you guys, in their backyard, it's always been spotless. So I absolutely love it. It has scrubbing brush roll. It has the continuous track tires. You can see that little vent down at the bottom. That's like the suction attachment. Over here on the left-hand side is the control panel. You can do every day, every other day, or every 3rd day cleaning, depending on your preference. So for us, you guys, I have a huge amount of coverage. It makes sense for me to do every day, right? If you live in an area with low coverage, you can get away with probably every other or every 3rd day cleaning, and that's really fun to play around with. So I absolutely love it. It's one of my top deals of the day. This is currently $6.99, and it does also have up to a 33-foot like distance that it can travel. That's the length of the cord on this one. So check it out. Dwayne, thank you so much for the follow. I so appreciate it. Seriously, every one of you guys that follows, I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope Prime Day goes good, Morgan. I'm worried about your voice on the 11th and the 12th. Honestly, Chris, I'm worried about my voice too. I think I'm going to lose my voice again. Bye. I hate to leave, but I have to go to school. I have to go to bed. I have to school tomorrow. Okay, no worries, Chloe. You're welcome back anytime. It was so lovely meeting you. Have a great night and have fun at school tomorrow. So that is it, you guys, for the Dolphin. It's a really great option. If you are looking for an in-pool cleaner that's a little bit lower maintenance, something that you can kind of just leave in there for longer periods of time, it's awesome. Another in-pool cleaner I have for you guys is from Smart. Let me go grab it over here. This is the Seagull. Let me grab it. Here is the Seagull. The Seagull is a cordless, completely cordless in-pool cleaner. And what determines the amount of coverage this can give, it's the battery. So rather than having like cords that determine how far it can travel, this one is determined by the battery life. So what you're going to do is charge it up. It takes maybe 2 to 4 hours to charge it. Here's the battery. You plug it in right there, and that's that little on button right there, the orange button. And then here is your filter basket, and this is a pretty much 3-inch deep filter basket. It's a really fine, tightly woven filter, and it just sits on top of here, and it keeps everything really nice and contained. So wonderful design. I absolutely love it. It's one of my top deals of the day. This is a little bit more inexpensive than some of the Dolphins for sure. And Chris says, nice to meet you. When will your next live be? Tomorrow. And I'll tell you the time, Chloe, if you give me 30 seconds here. Tomorrow, I will be on from 2 to 5 p.m. If you guys want to come and hang out, I'll be on tomorrow from 2 to 5 p.m. And we're going to hang out, and that'll be a fun stream. It might be broken up into 2 streams. It might just be 1 stream, but I will be on from 2 to 5 p.m. here on the channel, and that's Eastern Standard Time, so that's the same time zone as you, Chloe, I think. I don't think that you're on Central. Maybe you are on Central. I don't even know. Let me look this up. Kentucky time zone. This will be good to know for future reference for you, Chloe. Oh, it's split. Is it split? It is split. So depending on what time zone you're in, Chloe, I am going to be on, though, from 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on Central Time, that'll be 1 to 4. Okay? So moving on to our next deal of the day, though, that was the Smart, you guys. Really great option. The Seagull's wonderful. It also does have a coupon available right now for $50 off, so that's going to bring it down to $219.99 at checkout, so $220 roughly. It is also the #1 bestseller in its category. Oh, Chris says tomorrow, Chloe. Thank you so much. Of course, Chloe. Yeah, you're welcome back tomorrow. I would love to see you. I love when you guys come back. That's like my favorite thing, is getting to catch up with you guys. Okay, and oh my gosh, I'm going to totally butcher your name. Is it Siobhan? Is that how you say your name? I'm so sorry. I truly am. If I don't say your name correctly, I can look up the pronunciation. I always try my best, you guys. If you want to correct me in the chat, I can. If you want to like hop in the chat and tell me the correct way to pronounce it, you can totally do that too. But thank you so much for the follow. Let me know if you have any questions. If there's anything I can help you out with, I'm more than happy to, go back and forth and jump around for you guys as much as you guys need me to, okay? Let's see if I can. Is it Siobhan? Is that the right way to say it? Maybe Siobhan. I'm going to go with Siobhan. That's the first pronunciation or maybe Siobhan. I see a couple of different pronunciations. I'll look into it after I get off of live. So next time I see you, our new friend, I can say it correctly. And Nikki D, an Amazon customer, thank you so much for the follows, you guys. It's 6:33 p.m. in Colorado, Morgan, an hour behind. No, it's 2 hours behind me, Chris. It's 1 hour behind you, because I'm on Eastern, Chris. You're on Central, and Colorado's on Mountain Time. And Chloe says, hi, Amazon customer 1. Yeah, his name's Chris. So that is the Smart. Let's move on to our Blackstone. You guys know we're obsessed with our Blackstone. We absolutely love it. This is one of the 36-inch model Blackstones. It has over 4,600 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Now, the clip I'm showing you guys here is a 2-burner model. The one I have linked down below is 4 burners. So keep that in mind. It will be slightly larger, okay? It has prep tables on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, as well as a spot for your trash bag, storage area down below for tongs and spatulas, and, of course, the grease management area on the back of the flat top. So any grease or oil runoff is going to go into there while you're cooking, and also afterwards. It's going to make your cleanup a little bit easier. Now, there is a little cup in the back that collects any of that grease and oil runoff, and it's going to sit in that little cup back there. Now, I don't love the cleanup process for it, so I actually found these little aluminum inserts. They're like mini loaf pans almost that you guys can check out. If you currently have a Blackstone, they are amazing, and they fit with all different sizes of Blackstones. So Let me send you guys these. There we go. Those are the little grease cup liners. You guys can check those out. They're pretty inexpensive. It's like $1 a piece, and they're currently on sale. So check those out, you guys. And that also is $4.11, previously $4.40 for the Blackstone on its own. We've cooked everything on here from burgers to hot dogs and hamburgers, really traditional grilling items, and we've done stir-fry nights. We have done a lot of breakfast and brunch days. That's my favorite thing to do in the Blackstone. So a lot of the times we will cook like omelets. So I'll cook up some veggies and some mushrooms and some like onions and make omelets. And then we'll do hash browns. We will do cinnamon rolls. We've done pancakes. The options are truly endless. So it's so much fun. Check out that Blackstone. It is currently $4.11. And then the Bali Outdoors fire pit table. Let me show you guys here. This is so cute. I have to show you guys this. Look how cute this is. Are you kidding me, you guys? It's got these little blue glass fire beads, and you can use this as just an outdoor table, or you can use it as a fire pit. You can actually set drinks and cups on the side when you are using the fire pit, when it's actually exposed. So there's no reason for you to not have, you know, your cups outside, your drinks. It's just really great for entertaining. In the summertime, when the kids are hopping in and out of the pool, you can use it for lunches and game nights, and you can use it as a fully functional table or just as a fire pit. Those blue glass fire beads are also interchangeable. Like, you don't have to keep those. They do come for free with your purchase, but if you want something a little bit more fun or unique, I have a ton of recommendations for you guys. The Home Glow store here on Amazon is my favorite store for glass cubes and fire beads. I have to send you guys these. They are so funky and so cool. So this link that I just sent you, I'm going to send you guys another one as well. They are just the coolest things ever. They're fire glass beads. Some of them are chrome. Some of them are copper color. Some of them are like the broken glass and they shimmer. Some of them are on sale right now, but these are options that if you guys want to replace them, you totally can. And it's just something kind of fun that you can add to your space. I'm going to type out in the chat, fire glass beads. I feel like that's good. Fire glass beads. So you guys can check those out. No pressure, but that's just one of my faves as well. I just don't have it linked down below. And the fire pit table was previously $250. Right now it's $190. Grace, thank you so much for the follow. Let me know if you have any questions today. If there's anything I can help you out with, you're welcome back anytime. Super happy to have you on. If you have questions about anything backwards or forwards, let me know, and I can always jump around a little bit. So that is the Bali Outdoors fire pit, you guys. Our next deal is from iRobot, and it is a bundle. This is going to come with the S9 Plus as well as the Brava Jet M6, which is a mop. So it's a 2-in-1 mop and vacuum system. The S9 Plus is one of their newer vacuums. It does have that front squared off edge, and the brush roll is actually 30% wider than the previous 600 series. The vacuum power inside of this one is 40 times that of the previous 600 series. So this is a pretty heavy-duty vacuum. It's going to get really close to all the corners of your house, around the feet of, different pieces of furniture, and really close to your baseboards, giving you that in-depth clean that you want. It does also retail full price for about $800, the S9 Plus on its own. And you're also getting the Brava Jet in this bundle. The entire bundle normally is $12.50. Right now it is only $9.99. So if you are looking for an entire home cleaning system, maybe you've got somebody that's recently, become a new homeowner, or they're an expecting parent. I mean, what a good gift for an expecting parent. Basically, you're just giving them a housemaid, essentially, because it's going to not only vacuum, but also mop your floors. I have the silver and white Brava Jet. Down below is the black and bronze. You can choose between either bundle. You can do this in the S9 Plus or the Brava Jet that is black and bronze, and then the S9 Plus. Either one. But here's what it looks like. You've got your little tank here that you can fill up with your cleaner, all-purpose cleaner, wood floor cleaner, whatever you want to use. Then you've got your precision jet sprayer, and on the bottom here is where you put your mop pad. Now, I like to use the reusable washable mop pads. That's personal preference, mostly because the fact that this is way more inexpensive. I bought these like a year and a half ago for like $10 a piece, and this has now been washed probably 100 times. So it's definitely saved us some money rather than buying the single-use mop pads over and over again. So I really like it, and this bundle is amazing. Like I said, currently $9.99. Previously, this one was, let's see here. This one previously was $12.50 for the entire setup, you guys, which is amazing. So check it out. Let's move on to our next deal of the day. Sorry guys, my carousel isn't loading. One second, everybody. There it goes. Okay, so hi from Yukon. Oh my gosh, hello. Is it Siobhan? Did I see your name correctly? I looked up the pronunciation. Is it Siobhan? And then Alan says, Morgan loves iRobot. Ask her if you have any questions. Oh, my name is pronounced Siobhan. Oh my gosh, awesome. I'm so glad that I looked it up then. Yay. Okay, good. Well, now I know for future reference. Yay, how exciting. Well, welcome from Yukon. Hello, hello. Yukon, Oklahoma, right? And not like the Yukon, Alaska. Yeah, Yukon, Oklahoma. Cool. Very cool. I actually have never been to Oklahoma. Fun fact, that is one of the few states I have never been to. And I would love to go at some point. Let's see here. Sorry, Morgan, it's chaos here helping my daughter get on Scratch. What's Scratch? I don't know what that is. Is that like a website for school or something, Katie? Still been trying to cough up along, Morgan. I may get tested for COVID. Yeah, definitely do that. Consult your doctors, Chris. That's always what you need to do, right? Awesome. Well, thanks for hopping on, Siobhan. It was so nice. It's so nice to meet you. So, you guys, that's the S9 Plus bundle. Let's move on to our next deal of the day. Another little like dresser design edition we've gotten recently is this super cute little 9-drawer dresser. Isn't this adorable, you guys? 3 on top and then 3 rows of 2. I do like that they give you so many different dividers, so you're able to split up different types of clothes. My little brother's been using this one, and it is great because he can put some of his personal belongings into the separate things. This one does have over 2,900 reviews, and currently it's got 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's an open source game for coding. I thought that's what it was, Katie. I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but I'm pretty sure I used to do that in middle school. That was so much fun. Does she like it? I loved that website. That's totally what it is. Chris says, can you put your cup on the storefront? How about I send you the link, Chris? I'll send you guys here, Chris. This cup, is this the cup that you're talking about, Chris? Mr. T started following. Thank you so much, Mr. T, for the follow. Let me know if you have any questions today or if there's anything I can help you out with. You're welcome back anytime. Thanks for joining us. Yes. Okay, Chris, I'll send you the link for the cup in the chat, but I'm going to keep talking about my dresser, okay? So this is a nice little 9-drawer dresser, super cute. I mean, I like that it's got like the little fabric covering on it. You can also check out the black. There's like a dark brown wood option as well. It's like a faux wood finish, and it's really lightweight. So honestly, you guys, it's super nice for kids, as it also does come with tacks to attach it to your wall. That's one of my biggest fears when I was a nanny, and also just for like kids in general, is them pulling it down, you know, pulling out the doors and it falling. So it does come with wall tacks to make sure it's all stuck up there. So when it is full of clothes and things, it doesn't accidentally fall on them. So yeah, it's wonderful. I think it's super cute. It's pretty inexpensive, and it's one of my top deals of the day for about $100. It's also 105 for the one that we have exactly. David says, hi, Megan. David, it is Morgan. Yeah, he knows that's my name. David knows that my name is Morgan. He just messes around with me. So here's the link to my cup. Here, you guys. There you go, everybody. So there's a link to my cup, Chris. So you can check it out, okay? I got her a book on coding a while ago. She's really interested in it recently. I'm letting her play with that. Aw, that's great that you're like nurturing that interest. That makes me so happy for her. Chris, David's joking with Morgan. It's their inside joke. Yeah, it's our joke. It's David's joke, really. David just calls me Megan. So, Chris, there's the link, okay? So that's the dresser set, you guys. Super duper cute. Honestly, if you're looking for an inexpensive dresser set, I honestly was looking for some new space for, like, my clothes because I just have an insane amount of clothing. And I loved this, but we ended up giving it to my little brother. But it's super cute. It looks like it's solid wood, but it's just like the faux vinyl. And it's pretty easy to set up as well. Our next deal today is from Medea, and this is one of the Medea window units. This is their patented U-shaped cutout design, and it does have a couple of different settings on here where you can control it not only from your phone, but also from the panel on the front or from a remote control. It has an oscillating fan setting. You are able to use this also in not only like small bay windows, but also large open panel windows, like French windows. I like that with this one, the opening itself is pretty small, so you actually have more of your window closed. It's going to make the air seal a little bit better. It's Energy Star certified. Of course, you are saving 35% in energy savings, okay? So $3.99 right now. It's also won the International Design for Excellence Award. It's won the New York Times Wirecutter Pick Award, which is like an engineering award, and the Best Home Award for 2021. I bet the air conditioning go on sale during the fall and winter. Yeah, well, this one did drop a little bit. It was $4.40 last week, so it did drop a little bit, but just doesn't say sale. I just heard your name wrong and kept calling her the name. Yeah, one time he thought that my name was Megan, and he just stuck with it. As long as Morgan's okay with it. She seems to get a good laugh. It is. It's a good laugh. Sometimes I do worry that people will come on and think that my name is Megan, but honestly, at the end of the day, I'm like, whatever, it's close enough. So anyways, you guys, that's the Medea. This one also, by the way, you guys, I forgot to mention, does have a full temperature range of 20 degrees. So it's really, really nice if you guys live in an area where you get really hot days and really cold nights, like an area where Katie lives. It's great because you can turn it up a little higher, have your AC on like 75 during the evenings, and at night maybe it goes a little bit lower. Anyways, so let's move on, you guys. Our next deal today is from Little Giant. This is one of their velocity ladders. It's a multi-positional ladder. You can set this up in an A-frame, like you see here, or as a step ladder, or as an extension ladder, and you'll see that in a moment. This does have a couple of different uses. You can use it indoors, outdoors, big projects, small projects alike. We have the smallest size, which is the 13-foot, and it's been plenty for us. You know, we've been able to reach everything we need to reach and get all of our projects done. The smallest size only weighs 25 pounds, so it's pretty easy just to hoist it up onto my shoulder and walk around with it. And then the larger sizes have wheel kits on them, so you can kind of just cart them around. The price point of the 13-foot, which is the one that we have, is currently, let's see here, $171, you guys. It's 30% off. It was previously $243. The 17-foot is currently $239. The 22-foot is currently $380. The 26-foot is currently $440. Really, really awesome design. So check that out, you guys. And this also does have the Amazon payment plan available, okay? So check that out. Another great deal right now. This is from the Best Way store. It is the SaluSpa Miami model. The SaluSpa Miami is a 2 to 4 person seater inflatable hot tub. Now that I'm in like my 20s, you know, my friends' parents are always giving me recommendations on what to do and what not to do when you have your own house, when you have your own property. And I've had so many of them tell me never ever get a hard shell hot tub. I know several of them who've had hard shell hot tubs for well over a decade, and it just kind of sits there. So I do see why they say that, but I love hot tubs. So we decided to look at this one from Best Way. It's fully inflatable. You can deflate it when you're not using it, wipe it out really easily, clean it really easily, and it's a much lower price investment than most hard shell hot tubs. So this one's currently $401.95. It was previously $600. If you guys are looking for a good gift for the upcoming holiday season, I'm telling you guys, this will be an amazing gift. I would love to receive a hot tub as a gift. Are you kidding me? So $401.95 right now. Maybe for your significant other, maybe for somebody in your life that you know just loves a good hot tub. These are so fun. And this one also comes with a pump that does pretty much everything. It inflates, deflates, circulates the water, heats the water, and runs the air bubble jets. So there's literally nothing you have to do other than actually connect that pump. A 3-valve connection and then 1 hose, and that's it. This also does have 5,400 reviews, and I believe that the cover itself also has 6 clips. Yeah, 6 clips, so you can secure it down, not only keeping out things like sticks and leaves and rocks and dirt, but also it acts as a little bit of a deterrent for little ones. If you guys have little ones, I do not, and we don't have really any little kids in our family, but I do have neighbors, and so that kind of stuff does worry me. Accidents can happen, so I like that you can really secure it down and make sure it's really nice and contained, okay? So check that out. Another great backyard addition is from Tiki. Here you go, you guys. This is from Tiki, and it's one of their fire pits. This is a real wood-burning fire pit, and it does have a couple of different built-in features that I really like. First of all, you do get that wood pack for free. And secondly, it has something called the built-in ash pan. At the bottom of the fire pit is this little tray. That tray is going to catch any hot embers or ashes or debris that would normally fall out onto your patio space or deck space, allowing it to cool off inside of that tray safely until you can take care of it when it's all cool and good to go. Aeration holes in the bottom help with oxygen flow up through the wood, getting everything nice and burning consistently. And it also comes with a little tamper that actually goes over top of the wood itself to put out any embers that are still rolling or any ashes that are still rolling. I love the style of this one. It is currently $3.95. It's got 4.5 out of 5 stars, 1,700 reviews. It also, you guys, has these little gaps in the side for heat flow, which I think is nice because it allows the heat to come outwards and just kind of really make everybody feel nice and toasty. With having those little gaps, rather than the heat just coming from the top, it gets everybody a little bit more warm and allows more people to sit around it. So yeah, that's the tiki. Super, super cute. I think that the best feature is probably the aeration holes because I'm terrible at starting fires. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a Boy Scout, Girl Scout. I'm just not good at it. I mean, I've gone camping, backpacking more times than I can remember, and I'm still terrible. So, you know, it is what it is. But the aeration holes really help. We also have an in-ground fire pit that we dug out and lined, and that is so hard to get started because there's no airflow. And so this one is like a bajillion times easier. I'm going to send you guys a link right now to these little also mini fire starters from Tiki. It's not as big as this one. This is like a 30-minute burn time. This one that I have for you guys, 5-min fire starter. It's got a 5-minute burn time, and I actually take these with me camping, backpacking sometimes. Always check local accordances and guidelines before you take anything like that with you. But as long as it's allowed, and if I know that it's rained a lot in the area I'm going to, and it's going to be hard to find dry firewood, I will take those with me, and it's like a total life hack. Somebody always ends up thanking me on their hands and knees whenever I bring one of those, and honestly, it's just because I suck at starting fires, but they're awesome, and they're pretty inexpensive, so they're cool. And you can also make your own, but honestly, it's $10 and you get 12 of them. So I think it's worth it. So yeah, check that out. And Monica and Daniel, thank you so much, you guys, for the follows. I really appreciate that. Let me know if you guys have questions today, if there's anything I can help you out with. You guys are welcome back anytime. Thanks for joining, everybody. And that's the Tiki. That's $3.95 right now. The smaller one is the 21.5-inch style. It's actually a rectangle. That one right now is $2.95 plus a coupon for $100 off. That's actually going to bring it down to $195. So one of the best discounts I've seen in a while. Make sure to snatch that up while you still can, you guys, okay? Moving on to our next deal of the day, it is going to come from Dolphin. This is the CC Plus. Earlier, we were talking about the CC Classic, which is made for in-ground or above-ground pools up to 33 feet. This is made specifically for in-ground pools up to 50 feet, and that's simply because it's a bit heavier. You do not want this working in an above-ground pool. It could damage the outside walls. So specifically in-ground pools up to 50 feet. One of my best friends actually introduced me to the Dolphin brand, and I am so impressed. They have been in the pool cleaning business for over 35 years. So they really know what they're doing. And this has just so many built-in features. The swivel attachment there allows it to navigate around our pool really, really smoothly. You've got the little swivel brush roll. Down there at the bottom, that's where everything gets collected. Continuous track tires. I'm going to take a moment, you guys, to talk about these. Rather than having separate wheels and wheel wells where possibly stuff could get stuck in the wheel well and then you've got to deal with that and it's just a whole thing, having a continuous track tire, not only entirely connected so nothing can spin out with these ridges, it's got good grip, it's entirely enclosed, nothing can get in there. It is just a lot safer as well. So I think it's just so, so smart. Steven, thank you for the follow. You guys are amazing tonight. Thank you so, so much. Let me know if you have any questions. If there's anything I can do to help you guys out, you're welcome back anytime. I'm happy to have you guys on. A person stayed underwater without breathing for 24 minutes. It's a new record. Wow. That's crazy that people can do that. That kind of shows you how cool the human body is, right? I love seeing stuff like that, new records and things. That stuff fascinates me. So that's the CC Plus. Like I said, you guys, that one's specifically for in-ground pools, and it's $8.99 right now. If you want the one with Wi-Fi connectivity, it's another $50. Normally, it's actually $1,100. So the fact that it's only $9.50 right now is a pretty good deal. Our next deal today our Holy Stone drone. You guys know I love the Holy Stone store. Holy Stone has been onto my stream a couple of times, and every time they come on, I freak out a little bit inside because I love their products. I really do, you guys. So let's talk about it here. This is the 720E from Holy Stone. It has 4K video at 30 frames per second. It has 1080p video at 60 frames per second. It has the GPS auto return feature. So many cool built-in features for this model. I've used this on a bunch of different trips. It has Sony EIS built in. EIS is electric image stabilization, and basically what that means is that when your image would normally be really blurry or really shaky, it's going to kind of cut down on that a lot. So it has built-in Sony IS, and that GPS auto return can be used in a lot of different scenarios when, you know, it's going out of range, when the battery's low, when you aren't able to control it anymore. Just click that GPS button and it auto returns to you. So I have it blinking right now. I'm going to set it up beside me, and I'm going to go into my Wi-Fi, because that's actually how you pair the drone to your phone. It emits a Wi-Fi signal, and I go into my Wi-Fi, and I'll find it, and I'll click on it. I'll actually show you guys here. So now it says Holy Stone FPV. Now I'm going to go to my FPV app, and in my FPV app, there is a setting in there where I can actually view the live feed. So let me sign in and enter the device. Here we go. So all right, there it is. So there is the live feed, you guys. Obviously, you can tell there's a tiny bit of warping there, and that's simply because it's a wide angle lens. But I can zoom in, I can zoom out. Normally when we have the cats in here during the stream, you guys can actually see them back there sitting on this chair, and I can record. So now there's like that little red button flashing. I can take a photo. That little button there is a photo button. Oops, sorry guys. I'm trying to do this backwards. Obviously, it's a bit of a struggle. There it goes. So I can record, I can take photos, I can even do my Joy-Cons. So those two little dots there, those are the Joy-Cons. I can use that to unlock the motor, start the motor, fly the drone, and the GPS auto return is also one of those settings that's currently available. So it's all controllable from my phone, or I can control it from the actual physical Joy-Con controller. It's really personal preference, honestly, you guys. I just don't mind. I honestly don't mind using the app. Some people like the physical controller. It's really up to you guys. So it's super fun. This was previously $340. Right now it's only $299, and that's pretty much it. I think it's a fun gift. It's fun for trips. I recently took it on a trip and got some really cool footage, and I've had a lot of fun with it. So check it out. This one does weigh 495 grams. Some areas have really, really intense requirements for drones. It's safety for birds and other things, and so if it goes above a certain weight, you're not allowed to fly it, so make sure to look into local regulations. But it is 495 grams. It has a 1,600 foot range from the controller. There is your box, and then here's the little extra cords and extra pieces. It is a hard shell case, you guys. It's protective. It's very, very protective. Honestly, I've had people ask, I don't know if I put that in a checked bag, and I don't think you guys have to worry about that. It's nice and protective. Jason, thank you so much for the follow. Let me know if you have any questions today. If there's anything I can help you out with, you're welcome back anytime. Thanks for joining. So last two deals of the day before I go back through and highlight some of our Everlasting Comfort products, which I've been obsessed with lately. This next deal of the day is from Black & Decker, and it's one of their air conditioners. This specific model does not have the dehumidifying, but it does have the option to add heat. So that's kind of a nice option if you want a little bit of flexibility. It's a portable AC unit, kind of replaces a standard box unit, window unit, or even your central AC system. Our central air gets really expensive to run, especially in the summer, and then our heat is really expensive to run in the winter. So this is a great option for just heating or cooling one space at a time, especially if we're working from home and I'm not like in different rooms of the house. If I'm just in one area, why would I spend all that money heating or cooling one space Monday through Friday when I'm just in the same two rooms all day long? So that's kind of my logic. This one does have a 14,000 BTU coverage. BTUs are British thermal units. It's basically just a unit of measurement to say this much electricity can heat or cool this much room. 14,000 BTUs is roughly 800 to 1,000 square feet, okay? The 8,000 BTU unit system is 400 square feet. So that's kind of a good range for you guys, and those are all available on this listing. This one is currently $419. It comes with a 1-year limited warranty, 30-day refund replacement, automatic. It's like they we will receive it in the original packaging. Their customer support is fantastic, and this is only $4.19 plus free Prime delivery within 3 days where I live. As always, if you guys want a more accurate delivery estimate, make sure to click on the listing, but this is one of my top deals of the day. So snatch that up, you guys. Oh my goodness, you guys. Is it Jamie? I think it's Jamie. Jamie, thank you so much for the follow. Let me know if you have any questions. If I said your name incorrectly, please correct me down below. I'm more than happy to. Earlier, Siobhan came on, and it took me a couple of tries to get his name, so I'm more than happy to try. But thanks for joining us. Let me know if you have questions, and you're welcome back anytime. So our last deal in the immediate carousel before we go back through and go through our Everlasting Comfort products, this is from Medify. And also, you guys, because we've gone through everything already, we are at that portion of the stream where you guys can request whatever you want. I mean, you can do it at any point in the stream, but if you guys request stuff now, I can really easily jump around to whatever you want to talk about. If it's at the very beginning, at the very end, wherever, let me know in the chat, okay, you guys? Chris says, hey, Morgan, don't be mad at me. I'll never be mad at you, Chris. If I can't make it tomorrow, I will try. I have school work. I'll help you tomorrow with coupons and % off from Chris. Oh, Chris, no pressure. You don't have to do that. It's okay. Take care of yourself. School is very important. School and work are priorities, right? Yeah, Katie says Morgan will never get mad at you if you can't show up. Yep, if you can't show up, it's okay. I get it. Everybody's got their own things to do. You gotta focus on school and work. So our last deal in the immediate carousel from Medify, the MA40. This has about 840 square feet of coverage in a half hour. Does utilize a HEPA filter, which of course has a 99.97% efficiency rate. Highest efficiency rate you can get in an air purifier. It removes particles as small as 0.1 microns from your air, whether that is pollen or pet dander, mold or smoke or odors. It does everything. This does have a really sleek design. I love the clean white lines, the little top on there. It's glass actually, so you can just wipe it down. I like the look of it, and there's a timer setting. You can lock it, so if you got kids, you can lock it and they can't change it. And all in all, you guys, air purifiers have made a huge difference for me in my allergies. I showed you guys the one from Levelwood earlier that I also love, and this one's just a little bit better for full coverage in open floor plan spaces. So check that out. Previously, this Medify was retailing at $350. Right now, it's $270, 23% off at checkout. The black version, that one right now is the same price as well. So you guys can get the black or the white without any price difference there. Okay? I'm good, tired, but good. Oh, you're talking to Chris. If I'm done with school tomorrow, I'll help you tomorrow, Morgan. Okay, Chris, no worries. Organizing my wish list right now, getting ready for Prime Day since I missed last Prime Day. I know, Katie. I was just thinking about that. I was like, I don't think Katie's been with us for a Prime Day. I'm so excited. And then Jamie says, hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I love your profile picture. I think that your profile picture is the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis, depending on who you are, but that's so cool. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So now that we've gone over the Medify, make sure to check that out and let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to go back through and recap my Everlasting Comfort deals today, starting with my blanket, which you guys know I'm a blanket girl. I mean, I'm literally wearing basically a giant blanket right now. This is from Everlasting Comfort. We've had this now for a year and a half, I would say. And it has become all of our favorites. It's made it from one room to the next pretty quickly, and our cats also love this. It's super, super plush. It does have almost like a crushed velvet look to it. Here, you guys, look at this. Super, super cool. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I do have the navy, but there are a bunch of other colors available as well. Ooh, why are my lights doing that? I don't know why my lights are doing that. So there are a bunch of other colors available. I have the navy. There's also a gray, black, chocolate, ivory, red, and a teal. So there's something for everybody to choose. And it's $35 right now, previously $47. There's free Prime delivery available as soon as Tuesday, October 11th. And I believe that this one also is the 50 by 65 inch. Yeah, so if you guys are 5'5" or below, it goes head to toe for you, which is kind of crazy. But it's super, super plush, super soft. You have no special washing instructions for that. You can just throw it into the washing machine if you need to clean it. I bet you guys are going to be busy for Prime Days on this channel. We're going to be streaming all the time. So yes, my neighbors are in Iceland. Ooh, I actually almost went to Iceland this past spring. But Air France, who I was flying with, canceled the flight. This was like before my trip, and I had gotten a really good deal and they wouldn't honor the price, so, and it just wasn't worth it to me, so I ended up not going. Good luck on your schoolwork, Chris. I know that one too well. I have a paper due on the 14th. Yeah, Katie's killing it with her school stuff. I hope that goes good, Katie. Aw, you're so sweet, Chris. Eugene started following. Eugene, I love your name. Thank you so much for the follow. Let me know if you have any questions today, if there's anything I can help you out with. I am kind of wrapping up the stream now in the next couple minutes or so, but you guys are all more than welcome to hang out until the end of the stream, and I'll also be back tomorrow from 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is not my normal time, but I will be on from 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys are in a different time zone, you'll have to adjust that a little bit, obviously. But you're all welcome back. And most weeknights, I stream from like 5 or 6 to 8 or 9. So tonight was pretty usual for me. Seeing the Northern Lights. Thank you, Chris. Aw. Yeah. So that's the blanket. Let me highlight my next deal from Everlasting Comfort, the humidifier. We've been talking about dehumidifiers for a while now, but now we're talking about humidifiers because it's almost winter. And in the winter, it gets really cold and dry, right? And one of the main things that helps me is running a humidifier. This one's great. It's not super heavy. It's got little feet on the bottom. It does have a full capacity for humidifying up to a 300 square foot space for 40 hours. So I would say in like a 500 square foot space, maybe 600, you'll be good for like every day. So if you refill it once a day, you'll be good to go. It takes just a few seconds and you're good to go for the rest of the day. You've got like a little dial on top that you can spin, and this is going to change the amount of water, the amount of mist that's going to come out. It's pretty easy to set up, and it also comes with a little, here, I'll show you guys, a little scrubber on the back here. There's this little spot. Where did it go? Here it is. This little spot here that comes out. It's a scrubber. How cool is that, you guys? Hey, Katie, if I ever have a math question, can I ask you, Morgan or Katie? Oh, Chris, I'm bad at math. Yeah, Katie says, I'll try, but I'm not very good at math. You can still ask, though. You can ask, but Chris, I have always said the only question I won't answer is math. I will also try my best, but yeah, math is not my strong suit. I was good at math for a long time, and then I went to like calculus, and I kind of just, my soul got crushed. So I'm not, maybe basic math, but I don't know. I haven't done math in a long time. Moving on to our next deal today, you guys, this has been my obsession. Speaking of traveling, do you guys want a new neck pillow? Because I have one for you guys. This is so fun. It comes in a dust bag, first of all. So nice, protected. I am a little bit of a germaphobe, especially airports. Like, they're kind of just yucky. I just renewed my TSA pre-check, thankfully. So now I don't have to deal with, like, as much stuff in the airport. But still, if I ever have to go through the TSA bins again, like putting all my stuff in there, I'm like, I know that they never clean these bins. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. So I like the little, what's it called? The little dust bag. Here is a neck pillow. You guys, it's so plush and so soft. It's memory foam, super, super soft. You can do it this way or upside down, or I guess either way. So like here, if you have it upwards, this is where your ear would go because you lean to the side, and then you got like the little front slot there, and there's like a little dip in the back for your neck. If you flip it upside down, that's where your shoulders go. Isn't that cool, you guys? So that can be like the spot for your shoulders or your ears. And then on the side here is a pocket. Could you guys even tell? Look, pocket, and guess what's in there? Earplugs. Isn't that awesome, you guys? So it comes with earplugs, a set of 4 for you and anybody else on the flight that you're on that needs a little bit of noise canceling. Also, this does have this little thing here that you can tighten and loosen. So when you put it on, you can make it loose. And then when you have it on finally, you can tighten it. That way it doesn't move. Isn't that so smart? I saw this and I was like, dang, that's super smart. And then also, you guys, one more thing that you get with your purchase. Hold on. This is one of my favorite things ever, you guys. I need to take this on my next trip. I keep forgetting to take this with me. And honestly, it's good on road trips too. Like, neck pillows are not just for planes. Next time I go on a road trip, I need to take this with me because I always end up falling asleep on road trips. And then I wake up and I have like a huge pain in my neck. If I can get this back in the bag. The next thing I want to show you guys in this pack, I just dropped it on the ground. Eye mask. Come on, you guys. It comes with an eye mask and a neck pillow and earplugs. Pretty good. Pretty good for like $22. The black right now is $22.99. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Maybe you guys have got some winter traveling coming up, or maybe you know somebody that's going to be traveling. This could be a good gift. I have a friend that is studying abroad soon, and I told her I was going to get her this set because she liked mine. So I'm going to have to order her another one. So super, super fun from Everlasting Comfort. I don't know if there's anything else. Oh, their umbrella. Hold on, you guys. So this is their umbrella. It's the Repel umbrella, and it is a windproof umbrella. I know you're probably like, what in the world? What is a windproof umbrella? Basically, it has fiberglass ribs rather than aluminum, which I thought was so smart. Have you guys ever had an umbrella like flip upside down, like flip inside out? It's the worst. So this is what it looks like. It is double lined, so it has actually like a tiered design. So it's very, very protective. It has a fully automatic open and close button there. It's like literally like electronic. And then it also has a Teflon coating, so it's very, very waterproof. And I like that mine has the little like cloud pattern on the inside. I know you guys can barely see it, but mine is the blue sky pattern, so it looks like a little cloud. And this is 26 bucks. Why did the pony get sent to his room? He wouldn't stop horsing around. Ha ha ha, Alan. So funny. Alan, you haven't had any jokes lately. Where have all the jokes been, Alan? I just got my sweater stuck to the little Velcro, you guys. That's completely human error, though. I can't even be mad. Get me a big pack of beef jerky. I don't really like beef jerky. I know a lot of people who do, and a lot of people who love beef jerky on like hikes and things. But it smells so bad. I'm not a big beef jerky fan. I like fruit leather. That's the only dried things that I take with me. And honestly, you guys, fruit leather and like dried mango strips and things like that are the best because it's a good source of like a simple carb, a simple sugar, quick sugar, and it's easy to like chew on and snack on. Anyways, why can't a leopard hide? Because he's always spotted. Ha ha ha, Alan. So that is pretty much it for today, you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you guys very, very soon. I'll actually see you guys tomorrow from 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're in a different time zone, you'll have to adjust, of course. But that's pretty much it for today. So I'm going to go back through and thank all of our new followers. I do this every single stream just because I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys so, so much. Thanks for being so kind and so fun today, everybody. Let me highlight my Everlasting Comfort blanket while we are going through our new followers today. So our first follower was Cynthia. Cynthia, thank you so, so much. And a huge, huge thank you to Rob for coming on as always. Jose, thanks for the follow. Crafty, Anthony, Chloe, Grace, thank you so much, everybody, for the follow. Kelly, Lucille, Stephanie, 2 Amazon customers. I think that's 11. RCOP, Paul, Dwayne, let's see here, Siobhan, 15, Nikki, Amazon customer, Grace, Mr. T, Monica, 20, Daniel, 21, Steven, Jason, Jamie, Eugene was 25. 25 new followers today, you guys. How awesome is that? So thank you so much, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye, guys. See you, Morgan. Have a good evening. Thank you, guys, so, so much. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And we will stream tomorrow for 3 hours in like the mid-afternoon or around lunchtime for a lot of you guys. Not my normal time, but I'm excited to see how it goes. Hopefully some of you guys can come back. It was so lovely meeting everybody today that hopped on for the first time. Siobhan and Chloe and everybody else. I really appreciate everybody. So that is it for today. A huge final thank you to Everlasting Comfort for sponsoring today's stream. I love all your guys' products. I'm seriously obsessed with them. When we found out that we were going to highlight you guys in the stream, we were like, okay, yes, we're so excited because the quality of your products are just the best. So that is it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you guys very, very soon. Until next time, have a great night, everybody. Bye.